Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. It's England versus Colombia. This is the big one. This is the big one. We're nervous. If you're an England fan, you're going to be nervous. If you're a Colombia fan, maybe you won't be nervous. But, well, if you just don't want England to win, maybe you won't be nervous. But we are nervous. I am nervous. I've had a few things go wrong. As you can tell, they've had a bit of a change in the background, which actually I might keep. It's normally a green background, but I think that yellow works quite well. So a few things haven't been set up, like the team news and things like that. But please do start giving us your thoughts. I'm not tipsy, Catholicus. I haven't even had a drink yet because we had a few technical problems ongoing for the last sort of hour or so. So we are live as I planned, but I haven't managed to what's the word? Beer hasn't touched my lips yet. It will do. I will need one in a moment, but I do have a few things I do need to sort out before I do that. So the England team news, for those who aren't aware, Pickford is in goal, and you've got Trippier and Ashley Young will be the wing backs. Obviously, we've got Cahill and... No, not Cahill. God, don't say that. We've got Stones, Walker and Maguire as the back three. Henderson holding the midfield, Lingard and Dele Alli ahead of him. And then Harry Kane and Sterling up front, which I think is the right thing. I know there was a few people saying, maybe Marcus Rashford should play. I personally don't think so. But from an unfortunately, it doesn't look like James Rodriguez has made it at all. And I say unfortunately, I don't know. He's certainly not starting. But no Rodriguez. I'm not sure whether he's out of the game altogether, or he's just on the bench. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Impartial. I'm not too fussed about that. I can't find it. If someone in the live comments wants to let me know. However, he doesn't start. That's the main thing. No place for James Rodriguez, and I don't think the way I'm reading it is I don't think he's actually made it into the game either. So that would be big news for Manchester United. I mean, I personally have said that I wanted Rodriguez to play. It makes it slightly difficult, doesn't it? Because even if England do win, you're going to get people who say, wow, Colombia didn't have Rodriguez. And, I can live with all that lot. As long as England win, I can live with all that lot. I would have preferred him to play because I do want England to be tested. And they will be tested. There's no doubt about that. We will be tested tonight. But I do wonder about that and how that will affect Colombia, to be totally honest with you, because massive player for them. I mean, their best game of this tournament was with him in it when he got the 3 assists. So big boost for England, I suppose. But I would have liked to have seen him play. I don't know about you lot, but I would. But from an England point of view, you know what? Maybe this will be the tournament. And let's hope we don't do a Liverpool. I've heard a few people say that. Potentially we'll do a Liverpool and just get our way to a final. And, then maybe we can win it. And maybe that will be the case. But I am getting more and more set up now. So let me come to you lot in the live comments. He's on the bench. He's on the bench as Pankaj, but I don't know whether that means... I don't think he is. Maria Treadwell says... Nick Archer says Rodriguez is out completely. And I thought that might be the case. I mean, it was only a few days ago. Yeah, he's out. He's not able to play. He's not available. So... Big news for England, that. Will it boost the positivity around England? You can only beat what's in front of you. Let's be positive about that. You can only beat what's in front of you. Ospina, Arias, Mina, Davinson Sanchez, Mojica, Barrios, Sanchez, Lerma, Cuadrado, Falcao and Quintero. They've still got good players. Cuadrado's good. Quintero's good. Obviously Falcao. They're a strong physical team and they can knock the ball about. But it's a massive opportunity for England tonight to go and get something done here. So let's have a look what people are saying in the live comments. Rodriguez is not on the bench, says Ed Woodward. Wanted you all to know that Americans are with you all the way. Come on, England, says Jared Pesserman, and then he swears and says go Lions, which is good. And he's not fit, which is a shame. I mean, to be honest, if he's not going to be fit for the rest of the tournament, that's probably going to be more or less impossible for Colombia to come back into this tournament anyway. But we will see. We will see. We are ready to go, and that is the main thing. And I will have Marcus joining me soon. So, some of what people are saying. No Rodriguez says Chris Tech Tips. A few people against England. Don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. Remember, get subscribing if you're new. We're going to go for 42,000 subscribers as well. So please do share the video. Get involved that way. You'll be very, very welcome if you do. And I'm just making sure everything is working here because we've had a few problems before we went live. So everything is looking good. Great. James, come on England. Love from America, says Bold Eagle. Mark that news about Ronaldo. You look fresh, says Pankaj. Good. I'm feeling fresh. Both teams to score for sure. Loving the background, Mark, says Ed Woodward. Well, we'll stick with the yellow background, I think. We'll stick with the yellow background for today. It makes things a lot easier for me. And I don't have to worry about trying to sort something out. So maybe it'll be a good omen. Maybe it'll be a good omen. We shall see. We shall see. What I will say is I had a kickabout in my back garden about an hour ago. And I played it quite fairly and England did win. Colombia were good, but England did win. For what that matters, I do not know. But there we go. We're all good. We're all good. Good. George Kyle says this chance comes around once in a generation. And he's right. It's right. He is right. It does come around once in a generation. And I've experienced it. I've experienced an FA Cup, World Cup semi-final. I've experienced it. And you know what? Every time the World Cup comes around, I'm there, looking back at Italia 90, looking back at Euro 96. And I'm like, they can't take it away. We didn't win it, but they can't take those moments away. And I would love the new generation of England fans to get that feeling, to get something from England tonight. We saw Sweden earlier. I was glad that Sweden went through, but they're no great shakes. And Colombia are going to outnumber England fans tonight by a massive amount. Of course they will. But it's not about that. It's about what happens on the pitch. And CJ McFluffballs, I'm not going to sing You'll Never Walk Alone if England win the World Cup because there's more chance of that than Japan. That was a one thing for Stuart. But UEFA reopened the financial fair play issue with PSG, says Jared Passerman. A fine game to watch. England must perform, says Dean Kazaboff. And come on England, says Baron Death. James is not on the bench, says Jack. Yep, we're aware of that, Jack. It's a big news, of course. And Ali and Lingard together, England will have a hard time creating a goal, says Jay Hart. I agree with that. I agree with that. And I agree with Ali and Lingard playing. I've got to be honest with you. I do agree with that because I think that if you play Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he's a little bit inexperienced. And who else do we have to play? So yeah, I do agree with it. I've got to be honest with you. India will win versus England, says Pravin. Are they even playing? And right, okay. I'm just gonna. This is bothering me a little bit here. Really is bothering me. Right, I'm still with you. Something I need to do. Have a look at the chair. Have a look at the chair. Okay, I'm coming back. Hope you enjoyed a look at the chair. I'm back with you now. Here we go. Okay, so we're about 20... There's some idiot bloody cutting their grass. That's what I went to run and close the window for. I mean, I just can't... miserable people who don't want to watch England in a football game. I mean, come on. Get with the times. Get with the time. Phil Whitaker is he's checking on his dinner. Come on, England 3-1. I thought he said he was choking on his dinner. Please don't do that, Phil. What else? The chair. Lee Grant. Okay, a lot of people talking about Lee Grant as he signed. Okay, not really bothered. Did a video on that yesterday. Cut your grass some other time, says Anthony Muller. And give him a shout out, Mark, says Kieran Byrne. I'll give him a bloody shout out my window. I tell you what, if it continues when the game's going and we're losing, you'll see another side to Goldbridge. I won't very happy about it. I will go and cut. The teacher's spot on. Come on, England, from a Swede says, yeah. Come on, let's do this. Let's really, really go and do it. Let's win this game. Let's do it. Let's do it like a brother. Let's do it like a dude. Anyway, I'm going to get my first drink on the go, because that's what it's all about when England play. And get it poured. I've been looking forward to this all day. It will calm the nerves a little bit. It'll loosen the tongue. Festo. England have a clear chance of reaching the final, says Mustafa Khan. Don't say that, Mustafa. Please don't say it, because I think people are obviously excited, and I get that. But I've been around for over 3 decades now supporting England, and semi-final is all we've ever done. So talk of a final, I think people need to comprehend how big that would be. How big it would be. Jack says, glad the watch-along is here. We'll get involved. Share the video, subscribe, get involved. Tonight's going to be the most passionate one we've ever done, I believe, because it's real, it's proper. I do support England. We've done every single game as a watch-along so far. We will do every single game as a watch-along on this channel. But tonight, there's no neutrality. There's no I'd like them to win or not. It totally is England for me against Colombia. And I tell you what, it makes it a little bit easier with Rodriguez not playing, because I'm a big fan of James Rodriguez. I really do like him. So he's not going to be there for me to go, oh, you know, I just love that Rodriguez and look what he's done to my country. He can't do it. So that, for me, is a huge, huge bonus. He cannot do it tonight. And that is positivity for Manchester United, for England. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Manchester United. I'm nervous. I think that's what it is. I think nerves are playing their part, and I could do without them. And the drink will help. It will definitely help. You don't normally see me losing my composure, do you? But these occasions I can count on my hand in my life. There was Italia 90 against Germany. There was Euro 96 against Germany. There was France Argentina in 98. And there was Brazil-England 2002 quarter-final. And pretty much since then, I've never really felt as optimistic and nervous as I do feel tonight. I think every other World Cup we've been in, the 2 Portugal games in 04 and 06 on penalties, they were tense. But not in over 10 years have I felt like this about England. And yeah, I am nervous. But I think that's a good thing. But I think I will lose my composure a little bit. So I apologise in advance. Anyway, Marcus is here to help me. How you doing, pal?
Good evening, mate. How are we doing?
I'm good. I know you're feeling confident, so I'm hoping you're going to help.
Oh, yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely feeling confident. After their last game, Colombia's last game, I don't see anything to fear at all. I said on the last watch-along, the England watch-along, it didn't matter to me whether it's Japan or Colombia. I think we should go through quite comfortably tonight. Yeah,
no James Rodriguez as well, which is a help. I mean, I would have liked him to play, because I want England to be able to be, England haters will say, well, they didn't have Rodriguez, won't they? So I would rather he would have played. But you can only beat what's in front of you. I had a funny feeling he wouldn't play anyway, because he went out of the last game quite early. But you're confident they can win it. What's your score prediction then?
I'm going for 3-1. I think England will. I think the quality. I expect us to have a lot of the ball. I think Trippier tonight is going to have an absolute massive game down that right-hand side. I'm glad he's kept his place in there. Ashley Young, I'm a little bit worried about, along with Dele Alli and Lingard, that combination. I don't see it work. I've not seen it work very well in the previous games. So, but I am confident, mate. 3-1, easy. I think we can look forward to Sweden.
Cuadrado plays on the right-hand side for Colombia, so that potentially is a little bit of a weakness, but I do agree with you in relation to Trippier. I think he's been fantastic for England. Rexo Master says, I think you're a good human being. I think you're all good human beings, and whether you're for England or not tonight, whether you're against England or for it, I mean, this is what that's football's all about. So sit back and enjoy the ride. It will be real. Grant has been announced, says Dan11. Great. Let's stop the bloody stream. Yeah. Oh God, we'll have to stop it. Is it Tony Grant? I don't even know his bloody first name.
Go live on the other channel.
Yeah. Lee Grant has today joined Manchester United for an undisclosed fee. Stoke City have announced it. Manchester United haven't announced it, I don't think.
Probably because they're embarrassed to, I think.
Yeah. No, they have.
Oh, they have. Oh, okay.
I'll add a funny tweet.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's the same team that started against Tunisia. So, the best thing about that game, I think, was the fact that when it went to 1-1 in the Tunisia game, we didn't panic. We still kept our shape, still kept plan A, and obviously, the Harry Kane goal at the end got us the win. Um, so, yeah, I think, possession is really going to be in our favour tonight. Quadrado, as you said, is probably the danger man with them. Quite comfortable that Stones, Maguire, and Walker can deal with Falcao. He'll be open to prove quite a few doubters wrong tonight as well. With his history in the Premier League, so I am confident, mate. I've had a couple of beers as well, so yeah, let's go for it. I'm up for it.
It is a massive opportunity for England, of course it is. And you know what I was saying, that I don't know whether you caught it when I was actually going live with you, that this is what football's about for me. I always say it with United. I don't, if it's a cup game and there's a cup draw, I actually embrace the games against Liverpool and Man City because I want Manchester United to be challenged. You don't learn a lot from beating, Stoke. So, yeah, England tonight, I am massively nervous, but that's because it matters. And that'll make it even better if it's a good game. We're not that different in age. Over the years, we've had a lot of games like this. They've not always gone our way. Sometimes they have, but more often than not, they haven't. And that is why, for all the people who've never been through that before, this talk of final and semi-finals, for me, I've not got involved in it because I know that England in a semi-final or even a quarter-final of a World Cup is a big, big achievement. We don't do it very often.
No, yeah, you're right there. But I think it's the optimism around the squad, around the country. This, like I said before, there's no egos in this squad. They can go out there, they can play their own style of football. Yeah, it's a massive chance for them. Like George said earlier, once in a generation, this opportunity comes around where you've got a relatively easy passage to at least the semi-finals. So I just think that there's too much at stake here for England to just, not bother as such, but not to give everything. Once they cross that white line, don't leave nothing in the dressing room. Just go for it. Play your game. Go for it, and make sure you do that 110%, and hopefully it all works out in the end.
Well, that's an important thing as well, because I did say at the time I thought this was one of the worst England squads I'd ever seen go to a World Cup, and Southgate deserves a lot of credit in relation to that and how he's got this team playing, because it's the system for me. It's the system that really does work. Yeah. And like you say, that collectivity, it just shows you, and this World Cup has shown it as well, that if you have an individual talent, and we were talking about Rooney this afternoon, and I expected Rooney to be here a year ago, quite rightly he's not, but I think Rooney in the last few tournaments has been a hindrance anyway, because it all becomes about Rooney. Then Rooney has a bad tournament and it affects the whole team, whereas, Harry Kane's very important, but there is a definite team ethic, and also Harry Kane is in really good form as well. So I think that definitely helps that we've got a system. I mean, we know, some people in the live comments will know that we've seen England play 2002, 2004, 2006. You take Scholes, Gerrard and Lampard, who are effectively all want to play in the same position, the more attacking midfielder and a midfield too. But we'd play all three because we had a manager who was terrified of dropping any of them. So you'd put one on the left wing and play a midfield too. And if it's Gerrard and Scholes, or it's Gerrard and Lampard, or it's Lampard and Scholes, that's not a balanced midfield. You need a Carrick or you need a Butt. And we never would do that. And now we are. We actually are playing people and dropping people to put a proper team out. And I think someone like Marcus Rashford, quite rightly on the bench, but what an option from the bench.
Well, this is it. I mean, not just Rashford as well, but I mean Vardy as well with his pace. I don't think the Colombian centre-backs are particularly quick. So, I mean, 60, 65 minutes if we need them. That option is there. We saw Belgium yesterday capitalise on their plan B. The height advantage against Japan. So hopefully tonight, 65 minutes, if we need to, we can execute our plan B with the pace in behind. So hopefully force Colombia back and finish the game off.
Definitely. Please do share the video, everybody. We are going to try and get to 42,000 subscribers tonight, which we should be able to do. We're only 57 short. Big, massive England game. If you're settling in, we're 10 minutes away from kickoff. Get your Coke ready, Coca-Cola, unless you're Colombian. Get your beers ready, your wine, whatever it is you're having, and settle in, because we're in it together now. And whether you want England to win or lose, we are in it together. So, banter's the order of the day. If you want it, we'll be serious because we're England fans. I'll be gutted if we go out, but fortune favours the brave. I think the one thing I want to go on.
Right, sorry, I just want to prepare everyone, right, that if England score, I'm going to be screaming louder than Sander. All right, so brace yourselves.
I know. Okay. I need to see what the stretchability of this headphone is, because I can stand up. That's fine. Goes without saying, Marcus, I do not want extra time, and I do not want penalties. I mean, unless we're losing 2-0 like Belgium, I'll take extra time, of course, but I don't want penalties. I think if England end up in extra time, they've got to go all out attack, because we cannot face penalties. I don't think we can win on penalties, to be honest.
I don't know about that. I mean, until it happens, we won't know, will we? But going from our first 2 games in the tournament, I think we literally blew teams away. I mean, the Tunisia, although it was 1-0 at half-time, we had plenty of chances to put that game to bed in the first half. Panama, we was it 4 or 5-0 up at half time. Yeah. So we have proven that the first half we can blow teams away, providing we can take our chances. Whether we get those chances tonight, I'm not so sure, but I just hope that when we get these opportunities, that we are clinical enough and take them, and sort of like get a breather and take a lead into half time.
I'm just going to give a little bit of my thoughts on both teams, 30 seconds. So, in relation to Colombia, they were one of the teams at the start of this World Cup that I wanted to do well and thought they could. Japan, they went down to 10 men, and they did well, but they tied in the second half. Poland, they were brilliant, but James Rodriguez was a big part of that. Senegal, a little bit disappointing. I don't think they're all that. I think they're good. I don't think they're all that. England, hard to judge. Tunisia and Panama beat them very comfortably. Belgium was the reserves, can't judge it. This is England's first test. This is why we're a bit uncertain, because this is England's first game against a half-decent team, so we don't know. But England, Henderson's the only real defensive player from the midfield in the attack. Ali and Lingard like to attack. You've got Trippier and Young who will attack and can deliver the crosses. You've got Harry Kane. And then you've got Raheem Sterling as well. Lots of pace in this England team. Lingard and Ali like to make intelligent runs. Henderson will let them do that. Sterling can be a pain in the arse. Literally, he can. And Harry Kane gives you that height advantage. Teams will be scared of England, and I think that's the really important thing, Marcus. We all look at the opposition and we're all thinking, oh, what a good team they are. But as long as England don't freeze, and if they freeze, they were never going to win it anyway. They've got to go out, they've got to grasp this opportunity, and they've got to play to the way they can play. And if they do, we talk about what Colombia can do, but that front four, especially Lingard, Ali, Sterling, and Kane, pace and movement, that they can cause problems.
Oh, they can, yeah. I mean, you're talking about the front four there. I mean, Trippier down the right-hand side, the guy ain't slow either. He can get up and down that right-hand side pretty decently. The only worry for me is, like I said earlier, Ashley Young, always cutting in on his right foot. He's got to try and if he's going to get down that left-hand side, he's got to use his left foot a little bit more. He's got to try and, give that right back something to think about. Is he going to do his left? Is he going to go his right? So I think that's a key area for me, that left-hand side. But yeah, plenty of pace about us. I think this is the first time in this tournament England have come up against a back four. So that'll be interesting to see as well, see how they deal with that. And yeah, I think possession is going to be key tonight, definitely.
Yes, well, we're all massively looking forward to this, I'm sure. Even if you want England to lose, you'll be looking forward to it. And I know plenty of Scottish, Irish, Welsh who will be praying England lose, and they will take great satisfaction in it. But you know what? I ain't bothered, because that's what football is all about. Whatever side of the fence you are, and some of you will be on the fence, you'll just be watching it neutrally, like I've watched a lot of games in this World Cup, and I hope it delivers as an entertainment. We're firmly behind England. Some will be firmly against it. Let's see what happens on the other side. We're getting close. You got now Southgate has said he wants England to blast out the national anthem. Let's see if they do that. But it is important. Get 3 lines on as well.
Yep. World in motion. Get the whole lot playing tonight.
Yeah.
So,
I'd play it if I could, but we'd get a copyright strike.
yeah.
Marcus is going to sing it.
Oh, I would if I could remember the words, to be honest, mate. I've had a couple enough to do it, but I can't remember the words, unfortunately.
The thing is, I did do the John Barnes rap before the Belgium game, and we lost. So I don't have to do it again, because that might be a bad omen. But I was saying, I had a kickabout in the garden about an hour ago just to let a bit of stress out, and England did win. I mean, was me playing with myself, as usual, but in a footballing sense, with a goal, and I set up a little goalkeeper thing, and I'd mess around and take some shots from distance. Colombia, then England, and England came out on top 10-6, so I had 10 shots each. So and I was fair. So it's not going to be 10-6, but it might be an indication of it. I mean, Colombia are a little bit of a mixed bag, and they have been a mixed bag in this World Cup. You don't know what you're going to get with Colombia. I mean, you might get Colombia against Poland, or you might get Colombia against Japan, although they did only have 10 men there. But Mark, stand for the national anthem, says Ardish. I won't go that far.
So a lot of people still asking, is James in the team? So no, he's not.
No, he's not made it at all.
Out of the squad. Not even on the bench. He's out completely.
Yeah, I think crowd-wise, like most South American teams in this World Cup, and I don't know why. Maybe economically, the South American countries have a lot more money than the Europeans. I don't know. But every game in this World Cup so far, when the South Americans have played, and Peru absolutely dominated the stadium when they played France.
Yeah.
There will be more Colombians here, which is odd because England normally do have quite a big fan base. But I suppose Russia, it's a bit of a trek. Maybe they were put off by the hooliganism. I don't know. But I tell you what, Marcus, if we get through this, we'll see a lot of English heading out there, won't we?
Oh, I think we will. Yeah. I mean, it'll be. I think for this side of the draw, it's good for the draw if England stay in it, because you saw the Sweden-Switzerland game this afternoon. I don't know about you, but I actually thought that was a bit of a ball fest, that one.
Well, judging by the topics me and Xander were talking about, it probably wasn't the most keep your eye on it. But it was a nice game to sort of be chatting about stuff in the live comments and keep your eye on it. Yeah. But well, if Colombia did win this, you'd think they're probably going to get to the semi-finals as well. I think they could probably beat Sweden. So, and then you're looking at, me and Xander were on about this. You could have a Russia-Sweden semi-final, which means you'd have one of them in the final. And with all due respect, if they played Brazil or France, they'd park the bus in a World Cup final. So as much as people have said it'd be great, it wouldn't. They'd park the bus, and that's not what you want. So
no,
you want Croatia and England semi-final, really, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching that Euros when Greece won it.
Yeah,
it was a bad final. It was a bad final. But yeah, they come out on top. So fair play to them. They played to their strengths and they got the result that they needed.
A special comment that Marcus will like, actually. Mastrexo says, goals in the FIFA World Cup knockout rounds, Messi none, Ronaldo none, Fellaini won. So there you go.
There we go.
Marcus is a big fan of the tree. England are going to destroy Colombia, says Danny Kirsch. There's no passion, says Zed Jamie. God save the Queen, says 300. Ronaldo, says Valga Clay. I'll probably be. I don't know whether I'm doing United Stand later, but if I do, I probably will talk about that. I am from Nottingham, King's Head. Yeah, is it that obvious? And lots of people saying, "Come on, England." But we're 2 minutes away from this. I can't wait for it to get started, to be honest. I might not be saying that in an hour or so, but the build-up.
I mean, the World Cup has been fantastic. It's been so unpredictable, but when it's your home nation playing, there's that extra buzz in the air. I mean, there was more people in the supermarkets buying beer today than usual, so something's going on.
Apparently, we're going to have a beer shortage because of this carbonated CO2 shortage.
Apparently so, yeah. Apparently so. But
we've got something in England at the moment where, like, the things that CO2 that makes the fizz in drinks and beer, they normally provide it for the year ahead, and then over the summer, their factories that do it, of which there's 2 or 3 in the UK, they normally have refurbishment. Well, they've all done it at the same time, so now there's a big shortage because, of course, a lot of people are drinking beer. It's boiling hot. We're in a heat wave. There's a World Cup on, so stock up on beer. But
there's a pub. There's a pub around the corner from me that's got a massive screen outside that's shaded over with the England fans and England flags, and the beer garden is absolutely ram-packed with people, and there's people across the road like standing there on the corners on the street watching the game as well, sat on the grass verges with their own, cans of Coke and picnics and that. It's amazing where I am.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen this probably since it used to happen around 2004, 2006. I think that's when the flags on the car started. And over the last decade, it sort of disappeared because England have sort of frustrated people. And it's great to see it back because of the positivity it brings into a country. And, dare I say it, the national pride, which sometimes gets misinterpreted as, silly little things and political correctness, etc. But we're off. And
Yeah.
I think, long may this continue. Remember, subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner, but we're up and running. Let me click the timer for you. And see you on the other side. Let's see what happens. It's Colombia on the attack at the start anyway, and England have now got it with Lingard.
Here we go. So,
but it's not just about winning, it's about putting in a good performance as well.
Yeah, every single one of these players tonight have, they've got a job to do, and there's a massive reward at the end of it, at the end of the 90 minutes.
And it's going to be interesting to see how we approach this game as well, because we're all like, oh yeah, we can win it, but will England press? Will they sit back? I mean, at the moment, you've got Kane and Sterling up, but it's like England play sort of a 3-3-2-2.
Yeah. Yeah, bit of a strange formation, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, some people think it's a 5-3-2, but I think it is more of your back three with Walker, Stones and Maguire, then Henderson, Young and Trippier, then Ali and Lingard, then Sterling and Kane. So it is more of a 3-3-2-2.
The most important thing for England in the first 10 minutes is to get control of the ball, no slip-ups, and just try and control the game if they can.
Which again is something we spoke about this before as well. England, even with the likes of Ferdinand and Gerrard and Lampard, keeping hold of the ball, they were always awful at it. No confidence at all. And this team, from what I've seen of it so far in the World Cup, they are quite good at just keeping hold of the ball, which is massively important in the modern game.
That coincides with what Gareth wanted, wasn't it? He wanted people that can bring the ball out from the back. So, he's got that. It's proved pretty good in the first couple of games. England come down the right and they've lost it. So,
from a yellow card point of view, the only one who's starting tonight that's on a yellow card who could miss a quarter-final would be Kyle Walker. But to be honest with you, again, I think the squad that you've got, even if we missed a couple of players against Sweden, the squad we've got, you've got to fancy your chances.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, ball's coming in away by Stones. So, yeah, England just trying to slow it down, dictate the play. I've been impressed. First couple of minutes, they've been pressing quite quickly.
Well, it's this calmness at the back there. They sort of had 2 or 3 Colombian players around them, and then they've switched it from one side to the other. And in the back four,
Sterling brought down there. Yeah.
Kane's just switched it wide to Trippier. Need to use the. Oh, come on, Lingard.
That's the Dane. Come on, Sterling. You should have gone for that. Right, Walker. Good lad. Is that a free kick for what? Or was it got out throw?
Remember, share the video, everyone. Subscribe. We're going for 42,000. Whether you're for England or not, this is the channel for World Cup Watchalongs. Everyone's welcome. Doesn't matter who you support, where you are in the world. Let us know where you're watching in the world in the live comments as well. Really interested to see where you are and what time it is. I've had people messaging us this afternoon saying I'm staying up till 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock to watch it. Getting up early to watch it. The last game of the last 16. We've got the quarterfinals coming up on Friday and Saturday. We know the running order. We know it's France-Uruguay at 3 o'clock on Friday. Brazil-Belgium at 7 o'clock on Friday. Sweden will play whoever wins this at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Then the final quarterfinal, Russia versus Croatia on Saturday evening at 7. We're fast approaching. Wow.
Coming to the business end now.
We are at the business end, especially for England. But a bit of a cagey start. Feeling each other out, that's what I would say. Bit of foreplay.
But it's good from an England point of view because they're not panicking. They're not just hitting that long ball. We're keeping hold of the ball, trying to make the space.
That's good from Ali.
And here we go.
Slip in for Sterling. Get into that box, kid. That's going to be a
Going
handball, ref. Yes, good one. Right on the edge of the box.
Yeah.
Would have been a corner.
Yeah.
It is a handball from Mina.
That could have been a yellow.
Yeah, well, he slid in.
Could have been a yellow, yeah. Unnatural position, isn't it?
Yeah. One Jose Maya Morea is Colombian. Well, you're welcome, mate. Look, everybody's welcome. Football brings everybody together. I'll be honest, I will celebrate if England score, but this is the beauty of football. Anyway, this is a good opportunity for England.
It is. We've been absolutely fantastic at set pieces this tournament, so
Ashley Young's over it, right on the edge of the box on the left-hand side. It's 4 a.m. in Australia. Come on, England, says John Massey. We've got the Aussies with us, which is good. And he needs to dink this up towards the back post with enough curl on it to get it away from the keeper.
Do you know what? This is very similar to the German free kick.
He shoots. He's had a shot there. I don't know whether I would have done that. Anyway, Trippier's on it now. Get in! Oh! Bloody hell. Corner. Good cross. You see, that's Trippier. You mentioned that, Marcus. The ability.
That's the danger, yeah.
It's Beckham-esque also, almost.
I think that lad is very underrated. He's come on leaps and bounds last season, and he's bringing his form into the tournament. Absolutely fantastic asset to the England team.
He is. I only really got it when he played, I think, against Nigeria at Wembley before the World Cup, and he's just up and down, brilliant ball delivery, and that's into the keeper's hands on the back post.
Yep.
And Colombia looking to break a bit quick now.
Right, come on, Henderson, get back in position.
Oh, good defending there. It's Trippier again.
Yeah. I mean, Kyle Walker's well out of position there, but Trippier's covered.
Yeah.
Colombian throw.
What's my score prediction, says Electric Mars. What's your score prediction, Marcus?
Mine was 3-1. I think we'll win this 3-1.
Rodriguez is sat in the stadium. I'm going to go 2-1. It's my score, pretty much my score prediction for every game at the moment. But yeah, it's a good even start. I don't think there's anything to worry about from England's point of view. Just got to keep it tight, keep expressing themselves, and wait for the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean the boys know what's at stake here, so it's important for them to keep their feet on the ground. Don't look beyond this game. Give everything you've got for this game first.
Corner, yeah.
Oh.
See, even that's a good free kick from Trippier there. Getting good run by Sterling, gets him in, and good block by the Colombians, to be fair. But corner, I keep calling them United. It's because it matters. England have been very good at set pieces.
Yeah, I think Gareth Southgate's done some really good work on set pieces. Trippier's got a fantastic delivery as well from that right hand side. So in comes the corner. Oh no, stopped it.
I am on the beers, John. I'll be going to get another one in a minute. Actually, I was going to line them up, but it's so hot here. I've had to keep them in the fridge. Here comes the corner from Trippier.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Well, see, Colombia are quite good defensively. They've got some good height. Anyway, good break here from Colombia. Don't dive in. Don't dive in.
All right, they're all right. I mean, look at the speed of Kyle Walker there. Look. I mean,
he did well there because I thought Kyle Walker was going to dive in, and if he'd missed the tackle, it would have been dangerous. But both teams looking to press and break. I think it's a quick game, very quick game. You compare it to Switzerland-Sweden this afternoon. It's like watching it on Fast Play.
Yeah, it's a very quick game. I don't think it will last for the full 90 minutes though, but England seem to be doing a very good job at the minute on. Colombia are going to be playing the counter-attacking game.
Yeah, Man United list saying there, Lingard worked back well there, which is, Dali, Ali and Lingard are going to have to get through work here that maybe Ali's used to for Spurs, but Lingard's not normally a midfielder for United. He's more advanced or on the right-hand side, so it's sort of a different role for him, really. But he's with that sort of Henderson sat there, it does allow him to get forward as well.
Well, Henderson's done quite a good job in the first two games. I mean, again, can't help what the opposition was, but positionally, he was pretty sound. So England coming forward. Go on then, God, out to the left.
There's Young. Slip him in. Slip him in.
Come on.
Oh, bloody hell. Sterling again. I thought that was... If that was into Lingard's path then...
I think that's a shot on goal, that one.
I don't know how he doesn't make the pass.
Right, corner again for England. Left-hand side. Ashley Young's come across again to take it.
Archie says it was a throw. Maybe it was. Maybe it was Archie, to be fair, but not going to be fair in this case. Foul given here now to Colombia.
Yeah, against John Stones.
Well, Sterling says... Sorry, Wet Lettuce says Sterling is a B-Tech Rashford. To be honest, I agree. I agree with Sterling starting. I don't think Rashford did enough in the Belgium game. But it's a team game. You know, this game could be 0-0 with 20 minutes to go and you bring Rashford on. I mean, what a player to be able to bring on.
Yeah. He's a fantastic talent. I think every time he comes on for United, you know, whether it's from the bench or whether he starts the game, I think that lad always gives 100%, no matter where he's playing, what position.
It's funny, we've not really mentioned Falcao, have we? And I think that shows the damage that Falcao's career was done by that injury. Because I do like Falcao and I liked him at United, but I've got to be honest, I've not given him a second thought in relation to I'm scared of him. I mean, of course he can score if he's given the opportunity, but he ain't going to hurt us with his pace or anything like that. He's not the Falcao before the knee injury. He'll probably go and score a couple, and I'm not saying he won't do that, but he's certainly not figured in that, oh no, we're playing Falcao. We shouldn't really be scared of him. It's just about not giving him space in the box, really. That's where he becomes a threat.
Yeah, he's not the threat he once was.
But you know what? We're 11 minutes in, and I think we all feel not a bad start, very equal. But actually, what have Colombia done? We've had the corners. We're doing everything in the final third. Colombia haven't done anything. Come on, ref, you got to give a foul there.
Come on, he's actually piggybacking on him.
He might want to give a yellow card here because that's Mina again. Who did the? He's the one who did the handball.
Isn't it? Is that the American ref?
I don't know. He should be booking him. He's the one who did the handball as well.
Yeah. He's virtually on top of Sterling, and Sterling's carrying him. But yeah. You know, Hart and Awesome guys say piggyback. Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Colombia, they don't look a very tall side, but I mean, they've got a couple, obviously, that are over the 6 foot, haven't they? But they're not.
The defenders are very big. Come on, across, not much of them there. Selwyn says there's a clear pattern in this game in the first 12 minutes. England are going to win.
It looks that way. I've got to say, it's the pressing that England are doing and the possession they've got.
Oh,
come on.
God.
Oh.
Blocked.
That mistake from the Colombian defence there. England were in. Sterling, I think, with the shot. It was blocked.
Well blocked, yeah.
Trippier's right up there again. Look how far forward that lad gets.
Colombia can't get out at the moment.
No.
It's a fantastic start by England.
But this is what we want to see. This is exciting as an England fan. Yeah, we've not seen an England team do this for many, many years. Go out there and dominate the game, keep possession, don't panic. But yeah, fantastic start. Come on, Harry, chase him down. Good lad. Henderson, you should be winning that.
It only takes one chance to score, though. At least it's not the ref from Iran versus Portugal, says Douglas. One counter-attack and Colombia 1-0, says Jonas Rojas. Well, yeah, exactly, that's the thing, isn't it? But England are controlling the game, says Phil Mitchell. Good tackle there.
Yeah, Trippier, look, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. What's the chances of him coming to United soon?
None, he's a Man City fan.
No.
I'm just going to leave you Marcus for one moment because I'm just going to go to the fridge.
Yeah, go get yourself.
It's not far away.
Yeah, it's all right. Awesome guy, says well done, Trippier. Yeah, fantastic. Sally, tackle. Brilliant tackle. Hart says Southgate looking slick as usual. AW Games, Trippier is proving his worth after a good season. I thought he had a fantastic season. I really did. Archie says 50-50, no clear chances yet. Well, I think in terms of chances, England have had the better of it. Been better going forward. I've not, Colombia haven't troubled Pickford at all yet. Trippier or Walker? Oh, Trippier, mate, for me, all day long.
Scott Boswell says that Trippier's having a good start. He's a class player, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I've called him out so many times over the last few weeks. I think he's so important.
Antoine wants a shout out as well. There we go. Yapu. Sterling is dumb AF. Yeah. And hello, chair from Saish. So England with a throw left hand side, just inside our half. Ashley Young throws it to Carl Walker. It goes out to Trippier on the right. Trippier with a great ball down the line to Lingard.
Back into Trippier. Cross comes in. Harry Kane! On the roof of the net. Don't think he can do much more there.
What a chance for Harry. Exactly, yeah. I don't think he
Trippier
did much.
Again. What a cross. And Kane, it's behind him. It's a shame he can't get it back because Ali.
Yeah.
I think he sort of goes for goal. No, I think he tries to get it back anywhere, doesn't he? But if he got it back, Ali's got a bloody tap in. But I think that was tough. I think you look at the way he's moving his neck. When you watch it first time, you think he can do better. But he's craning his neck there. Brilliant cross by Trippier, says Brandon. Yeah. Fellaini would have scored, says John Carlos. Remember, subscribe if you're new. We're only 49 subscribers away. Please do share it. We're doing a World Cup watch-along for every game. And it's been a great World Cup. And everybody who's new, I know they're enjoying it. So keep sharing the video. It's underneath. Share it on Facebook and Twitter. And subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Let's see if we can hit 42,000 tonight. And how great would it be, well, for some of us, if England can get this goal. Because they've started it off so well. You don't want Colombia to get into half-time because they'll change it. We've got to get in front.
Yeah, they'll. If it goes in 0-0 at half time, Colombia will come out fighting the second half. They'll have to.
They just don't seem to have the. They don't seem to be able to deal with England at the moment.
No.
Swarming all over them.
I expected Cuadrado to have quite a few runs down our left-hand side, but he's not done anything at all. Whether that's because Dele Alli seems to be coming in on the left, marking him out of the game.
It's poor by
Henderson, get it up there. Oh.
So Colombia having a little bit of the ball now.
But they're not doing nothing with it though.
No. And look, England have got so many players back now. When we haven't got the ball, everyone's dropping into position really well. So it's not just when we've got the ball, it's when we've not got the ball as well. Of course, the problem with England will be if they do go later into the tournament. This is a great system at the moment, but it won't be a surprise later in the tournament. But sod it. As I keep saying, if England make a quarter-final of a World Cup, that's a good World Cup. If they make a semi-final, it's a brilliant World Cup. So
brilliant, yeah. That's what I mean. The expectancy this time around with this squad isn't very high at all.
Oh, it will be if we win this.
It will if we win this, yeah.
And I don't want it to be. I just want it to build. I mean, we did say this is the worst England squad ever in a World Cup, and I think it probably is. But it's one of the best in relation to unity and the system that we're playing.
Yeah. Oh, that's a foul, ref. Come on.
Ice 13 says, have Young's crosses improved? They're not hitting the first defender. Southgate's a magician.
Yeah, there is that.
I don't think Ashley Young actually takes the corners for England, though.
He does on the left-hand side. He's took the first two on our left so far tonight. And then Trippier's done the ones on the right.
Matthew McFadden says the English bench is actually the rest of the whole squad, which is probably about true. We don't have, but we have got a lot of young players coming through. I mean, Southgate's done very well.
I mean, there's a few surprises. Come on, Sterling. Hold him off. Don't fall down.
It's a lovely ball by Harry Kane. Trippier. He needs someone. He can't do it on his own. He's got a 2v1 here.
Yeah.
And he's lost it.
Oh,
he did a bit of support there.
Yeah, Lingard was a couple of metres behind him then.
I I think Kyle Walker was trying to get up, which does allow him to do that in that back three.
Well, the thing is, when Trippier's got that ball there and he's just standing still, he's looking for the overlap, and he's down that right-hand side.
Sterling's doing well, says Tom Austin. I think everyone's doing well at the moment. Everyone's doing their job anyway. Do England have any left-footed players? Danny Rose?
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
We've always struggled for decent left-footed players, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember when Giggs was playing for Wales. You know, I think Sven was in charge of England then, and I think he was asked the question, if you could have any player, who would you pick? And I think it was Giggs he went for, just because he was a left footer.
He could have played for England as well.
Yeah.
Josh K94 says, England fans, after 4 beers, it's coming home. I won't be saying those words no matter what.
Sterling losing control of the ball there. Should have really put that cross in first time at the byline.
Astonishing Apologet says, I'm impressed by England's start. Yeah, they've started off really well, but goals win games, don't they? So we need to get a goal. And it's really important we get something from this half.
3 Hannah says we got Delph as well, but yeah, as a left footer.
Good ball by Sterling there.
Sterling.
Harry Kane. Go on. No, probably would have been a bit softer.
Right, come on, boys, start again. Right, this Quadrado, this is the one. Right, come on, Ali, get in there. Tighter. No.
Well, he's the main man. I quite like him, and he's had quite a quiet game so far. Quintero is the number 20.
Right, Quadrado again in the middle of the pitch. See, that's good from England. Quadrado, he had nowhere to go there, left or right, so he's had to go back. So great pressing. Right.
It's Colombia's first real. Oh, Falcao, good defending there by Stones, I think it was. And then a speculative shot from a long while. We can do that all night.
Yeah, do it. Keep doing that. You can keep shooting from 25, 30 yards. Go for it. Hammers there having a chat on the bench. I mean, Falcao's moaning. But Falcao, he's not the danger he once was he?
No. Well, 22 minutes, and that's the first thing Colombia have done in this game. So
yeah, pretty good so far. Pretty good. Let's have a look.
This is 2002, which is when we should have got to we should have won the World Cup in 2002. Went out in the quarterfinals to Brazil, 1-0 up. Ronaldinho scored that, what I think was a jammy free kick against Seaman. I don't think he meant it.
No.
But he got sent off. England had 45 minutes against 10 men and created absolutely nothing.
Nothing, yeah, absolutely nothing.
Went out with a whimper. We should have won that. If we'd have knocked Brazil out, they went on to win it. Germany were crap. They played in the final. They were the worst German team in years. They just got there through bloody luck and guile. And Brazil-England basically was the final in the quarters. I think South Korea got to the semis.
I think that should have been an England throw there, but been given to Colombia. Trippier again did very well, staying with his man out on the right-hand side. So Colombia just passing around at the back a minute. They're trying to get a feel for the ball, get into the game, but a long ball again.
A Better World says, since when is Colombia an African country? Where is the Latino players? But Colombia have always had. I don't know how it works in Colombia, but if you think about it, people like Faustino Esprilia, dark skin, so I don't think there's any connection there between them. I don't know the origins of how it works in Colombia, but they've always had players darker skinned, and then you've got your more Latino skinned people like James Rodriguez. It's not a I haven't noticed anything different with Colombia. I know all the years I've been watching them.
I remember that Asprilla lad.
Same as
Did he used to
Brazil
play
as
for
well, isn't it?
Newcastle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that chip he scored. It was brilliant. I think it was against Liverpool in that 4-3 game, actually.
Yeah, he was built like a tank, that lad, wasn't he?
Tom Austin says it's getting hard to watch. England have dropped in the last 3 or 4 minutes, to be fair, but maybe they're just conserving a bit of energy.
Yeah, but I mean,
It would have been nice to get a goal in the first 20 minutes when we were on top, but can't have it all.
the goal will come. Colombia's making mistakes here. Like, there was nothing on. It was a simple ball out to the right, and it's gone out of play. So, the chances will come. Pickford just kicking it out. Go on, Harry, get on that.
300 says that Colombia are feeling their way into this game. Well, they're certainly doing better than they did in the first 20 minutes, and it is 0-0, so they've got nothing to be concerned about. If they can start feeling their way in the game, it's better than they did in the first 20 minutes. Free kick to England here. I'd put one in the box, to be honest. It's quite far out, but whip one in.
Yeah. Get Colombia back on the back foot. Looks like Ashley Young's going to take it as well. Do you know, I'm not convinced this Dele Alli Lingard thing works,
I think Lingard's okay, but it's a little bit... In a midfield three, you'd think you need your more attacking midfielder, your sitting midfielder, and your box-to-box midfielder. And I don't think Ali or Lingard are box-to-box either. They're both the attacking midfielder. But who else have they got? I mean, Loftus-Cheek for Ali might... A lot of people felt that should have happened. I mean, I think Dele Alli's had a poor season anyway. I wouldn't be getting rid of Lingard.
Nah, yeah.
Maguire, give us a corner, ref.
Yeah, corner. But again, it's the same pattern again, Mark, from the first 2 games. The set pieces get it towards Maguire. He seems to cause trouble. There was quite a few of the set pieces aimed towards Maguire against Tunisia and Panama. So England's had the 4 corners to Colombia's 0. And the rest pulling up again here for something.
WR Music says agreed. The balance just isn't quite right. Well, it's Marcus who said it's fair, and I think yeah. But the trouble is, this is why I said it was the worst England squad ever, and they've done fantastically well because actually the midfield was always... Everyone was always saying this is the worst midfield we've ever had because if you take Dele Alli out, there actually isn't anyone there. I suppose in some ways, if Jack Wilshere had kept himself fit and that, he'd be a box-to-box, wouldn't he? But
yeah, there
isn't really anybody else. I mean, on the bench, you've got a kid who's been playing for Crystal Palace, and then you're talking about Eric Dyer, who's a centre defensive midfielder, Fabian Delph, who, I know he's gone home for his partner's birth, but he could go home altogether as far as I'm concerned.
Do you know what? I don't think it was worth taking him on the plane either. He is literally only there for cover, isn't he, just in case. I don't think we'd miss him if he stayed at home.
He's a bit like that Fred for Brazil, and I know people won't like that. And I think he's a good player, but Fred will not get used by Brazil. He's sort of the Fabian Delph of that squad. Not in ability-wise, he's a good player, but his role in the squad is really sort of like, if you've got a couple of injuries and stuff like that, they won't use him.
No, yeah. He's more like, what do you class it as, an afterthought, I suppose.
And that is, if it doesn't go right, that's the problem. That's where England have got a problem. It's the midfield. Because if we have a centre-back issue, we've got people like Cahill and, dare I say it, Phil Jones. If you've got a problem up front, you've got Vardy and Rashford. Even in the full-back positions, you've got Alexander-Arnold and Danny Rose. But in the midfield, we really do struggle.
Not much there, is there? They're more defensive-minded, aren't they? After Ali and Lingard.
But Loftus-Cheek, you never know. Give him a go. Heavy touch. Oh, come on, this is that final ball.
Sterling. Try to slip it around the back there, Dele Alli. Didn't quite come off. I mean, look at the pressing here. Look, I mean, fantastic pressing.
Milner. Yeah. I think Milner's too defensive though. TH14TBE. I don't think that's the sort of midfielder that we're looking at. It's you'd have Henderson holding, you'd have Lingard as the more attacking midfielder, and then you'd have box to box.
Falcao having a go. Shut up.
Yeah.
Go on, Lingard, I'll tell him.
Didn't do anything, did he?
Well, what's he moaning about?
Keep sharing the video, everyone. Let's get the community going. 1,300 watching at the moment. Watch along for every single game in the World Cup. We're back with the Transfer Daily tomorrow at midday as well. So just for a couple of days while the World Cup's off. And get subscribing. Let's see if we can hit 42,000 today. And this has been a good start from England. But half an hour in, 0-0. Don't want to be going in 0-0 at half time. Gives Colombia that opportunity to mess around tactically and get in front. That's what we need to do.
Thing is, though, the flip side to that is Colombia will have to come out and play, won't they? They'll have to be a little bit more adventurous than what they're being now.
Good play by Sterling there. Go on. Go on.
Go on, lad.
Go on. Go on. Oh,
Run at them.
The thing with Sterling is, unless it's a tap-in, his shooting's not really there, is it?
He always seems to come in, when he's out there, he always seems to come in on his left, doesn't he?
Good play by him there. They move the ball around really well. I'm really impressed with that. It's not something I've always wanted to see from England, but we don't see it. The ability to move the ball about, and they do it well.
Yeah.
And that was something I thought Chris Smalling played well for United last year, but Southgate was adamant, no, not having him. He can't play the ball out from the back. And that's something Southgate has wanted. And a lot of people say, well, he's just copying the City sort of way of playing, but it was a bloody effective way of playing, wasn't it? So,
well, yeah, this is it.
And he hasn't. He can't go and get Aguero and De Bruyne and Silva and whoever else, can he? He's got limited players. Why not use a system that works?
Yeah, I mean, all these players. Yeah, they seem to favour that as well, don't they? They seem to favour this system. Everyone they know their role in this system. They know where they are. I think the systems that we've had in the past, a lot of players have been out of position, and it just seems to confuse them as to what they're out there supposed to do, what their job is.
Here's Trippier down the right. Oh, poor pass. John Carlos says that England haven't produced a true box-to-box midfielder since Paul Scholes. This is the thing about England, though. I mean, I've been following England for well over 30 years, and England never get a good balance of players. We either get inundated with centre-backs, like around the early 2000s, we had Carragher, Ferdinand, Terry, Campbell, loads of good centre-backs. We also had loads of good box-to-box midfielders. We had Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard. Around 96, we had an abundance of top-class strikers. We had Shearer, Sheringham, Cole, Fowler, Wright, Ferdinand. We never get that balance across the whole team.
Yeah. I mean, Cuadrado's trying to rustle up Maguire there. Maguire's having none of it.
There's going to be one winner there.
Yeah. I think this is it. The Colombians, they know they've got nothing really on England at the minute. Colombia haven't produced anything.
And that's another thing with Southgate. He's got the team very well
organised.
Well organised and disciplined.
Yeah. He's done a great job since he's come in. I mean, carry on. If you want to keep taking pot shots like that, go for it. But Colombia have offered absolutely nothing coming forward.
Could do with the goal markers, though, couldn't we, really?
Oh, we could do, yeah.
We do deserve, I think,
I think the way it's gone...
Balance of play.
We had the Harry Kane chance. Sterling's been in a couple of times and fluffed the final ball.
We haven't had a clear-cut chance, though, to be fair, have we?
No, but we haven't, but North Colombia. Colombia have been hitting them from 25, 30 yards. We've actually been inside their box.
Predrag's right. He says that the younger ranks of England look amazing. They are. There's some fantastic young players coming through, and that's why, talk of winning this, I think, is, let's just see what happens. But even if we can just have a positive World Cup, the future bodes well for England. Get a system, get a unity that, people want to look forward to coming playing for England, and, start introducing younger players and start building a long-term evolution plan for England, which has not been there for a long, long time. I mean, even after Italia 90, we got to the semi-final, we got knocked out by Germany. It was basically the final. Whoever won that was going to win the World Cup. And then we didn't qualify for the next one because a lot of those players were, sort of coming towards the end of their careers. Your Beardsleys and your Linekers, and Gaza obviously messed his career up, and it all fell apart. There was no momentum from and England were a shock in the '90 World Cup. It wasn't planned at all. Bobby Robson had already said he was going before the tournament. We'd done terrible in Euro '88. We only just made it through to the tournament anyway. I think Lineker got a late goal against Poland, and nobody really fancied us. And we went all the way to the semi-final, but we didn't build on it.
No, which was a shame, really. Looking back at it, we could have had some decent tournaments if we had the right manager in charge. We've had some fantastic players come through the ranks for England, and it's always been played out of position. They just haven't worked. The Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes, perfect example.
Well, not '96 as well. I mean, we didn't qualify for '94. Taylor got the sack. Venables came in. 2 years of friendlies because we hosted Euro '96. Did brilliant in Euro '96. But before Euro '96, Venables was already moving out. So again, new manager. Then Hoddle came in. I thought Hoddle did okay. Yeah. Opened his gob up about some weird thing about disabled people and reincarnation. Yeah. He gets sacked. Keegan comes in, and it was just change.
Yeah, bit of shame. So England got the ball at the back here.
You see there, even under a bit of pressure, instead of it in that long ball, we pass our way out.
Yeah.
So unlike England.
Yeah. I think if you've got to pick a bad point out of the half, for me, it's got to be Sterling. His decision making at the minute in this game.
He's been a bit like that really throughout, though, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. He just seems to want to do it himself. But really poor decision making by Sterling this first 37 minutes. Now maybe it might work a bit better if they put Dele Alli where Sterling is, swap it around, put Sterling out on the left side, so he can come in on his right.
A lot of people giving Maguire a lot of love, saying he'd be a good centre-back for United. It's funny, I was thinking about him on a dog walk the other day, which doesn't sound that bad because I do think about a lot of things when I take the dog a walk. It's my switch off time, and I think he falls into that category though of people who probably haven't seen him play for Leicester, and I certainly don't watch him play for Leicester very often. So we'd really be judging him on the World Cup, and that's not a good. As I've said, it's not a good idea to judge someone on a World Cup. And also, he's playing in a back three.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, he will want after this World Cup, he will be playing with a lot of top players, and he'll be like, I want to move, but Leicester will want top dollar for him, and
definitely, yeah, especially if England progress through the tournament, and especially if we progress through the tournament and he's still in the starting lineup.
Hit it. I'd have a shot.
Harry.
Here's a free kick.
Right, this could be dangerous.
Have we got a left footer? No.
I think this favours the right, to be honest. You can probably see Ashley Young taking this.
I like me definitely a free kick.
I'd stick Trippier on this one,
See, it's a free kick left side of the D, and this is for me. If anyone has ever watched me on FIFA, I'll go round the wall into the top corner. But Ashley Young scored from here against Watford for United back in November. We haven't seen a lot of good free kicks, have we, really?
No, apart from Ronaldo's one.
Yeah, I think Trippier's going to hit this, because this is it is sort of Beckham range.
And this lad can hit him as well. Ospina trying to get his wall together. How many did they put in there? 4? Yeah, Trippier's going to hit this. Ashley Young's walking away from it.
Well, if he pulls up, come on, what's going on in here? Lingard's now getting into something. Someone's just gone down on the floor. Henderson. Maguire's saying VAR.
Yeah.
Lingard's been pulled off. That's what she said.
I think he's headbutted him, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a red.
That's a red. He's stupid, isn't he, the Colombian there?
He's headbutted him in the chest and then pulled his head up onto his chin. That's a red card.
I don't want a red card. I don't want a red card because it's like, it ruins the game, doesn't it? But
the ref should be going to the TV. And he's bleeding as well.
It's yellow. A bloody yellow! Oh, for God's sake, it should be a red. That's a bloody joke. How can you not give a red? Yellow card. It should be a red. Go VAR.
Yeah. So shouldn't that be like penalty now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to give a penalty.
Yeah. Off the ball incident. He's carded him. So it's official.
Well, I suppose the game's not being played, is it? But that's a cop out. That is, isn't it? They've got away with that. This. Yeah. I tell you what, experience now. These are the sort of decisions that England tend to get, and it goes wrong. I don't understand that. I mean, Joydeep says it's not a red. You can't. No, Joydeep, it is. I mean, the red would have annoyed me, but he was a stupid lad because obviously I want England to beat 11 men, but. You raise your hand. We've seen people get bloody sent off for slapping somebody. He's barged in with his. It's 100% a red.
It's violent conduct, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's the technical term for it. Violent conduct. So yeah.
It was a good free kick by Trippier, but
yeah, unlucky.
Wow, controversial that, and I think they've got away with one.
Close free kick from Trippier. Good attempt, but that's about a metre wide, isn't it, actually? Too much curl on it. The Harry Kane could be targeted. Yeah, that's a bad decision for me.
Well, yeah, you either ignore it and give nothing, or if you acknowledge it, you give a red. You don't give a bloody yellow.
Yeah. You
either say no, there was nothing in it, and play on, or you give a red. You can't give a bloody yellow. You cannot give a yellow.
No.
Darren Sweetman's right. Letter of the law, red card all day. He headbutts him. He headbutts his chest, and then he goes up into his head. Now, the head things, I think people are saying, wow, well, he can have headbutted him in the chest and it's still a red. Doesn't matter.
Well, I saw a couple of people in the comments bringing up the Neymar incident, but the fact is the Neymar incident was off the pitch.
And he dived.
And I think Neymar's known all around the world for play acting now.
England need to keep their head though.
Because Lingard going forward.
In some ways, it's not a bad thing for England, is it? Because they've got to go and beat 11 men now.
Yeah.
Got to get their heads to go. Jack Brown says it's a clear yellow. I'd like to know why, Jack. It's no point just putting out comments. You've got to tell us why. Red violent contact, no pen, doesn't affect the play, says Danny Smith. Yeah, I mean, the penalty thing was probably... Yeah. I understand that one, to be fair, but...
But if it's not a penalty, it is a definite red card by the letter of the law.
Zidane 2006. Headbutt in the chest, red card.
Yeah. I mean, all right, the headbutt from the Colombian was not as powerful as Zidane's, but...
Yeah, but you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah. Not only has he caught him in the chest, he caught him on the jaw as well, underneath the chin.
Yeah.
So... But in fairness to the ref there, he should have gone to the telly. He didn't look quite sure when it was going on anyway. So unless, they've had a word with him through the microphone and said, well, look, he has caught him, but bit of a bad decision. When you see what decisions have been made for penalties and things like that throughout the tournament, that's a corner ref. Oh, look, now the Colombians are going down there. Now they're play acting. Now this is just dirty tactics. So the Colombians got hold of Sterling. Sterling's got hold of his short. Sterling's just swung round to get him off him, and the Colombians just fell onto the floor.
Got to be careful though, because they're not even a corner.
I mean, look at the size of Sterling compared to that lad.
This game, they need to be careful here.
Thankfully, it's coming up to half time, so Southgate can tell them, look, keep your heads, don't get involved with it. Just walk away from it.
Bjorn Lundberg says the ref did VAR it and he gave a yellow. Fair enough. Well, I'd love somebody to tell me why that's a yellow card. So you now, I mean, there seems to be so many rule changes in this World Cup. It's now all right to physically assault somebody on a football pitch and just give a yellow. You know, there's no ball. You physically attack somebody and that's a yellow card. Last time I checked, that was a red.
Yeah. And like I say,
and unfortunately, there's no such thing as a soft penalty, a hard penalty, soft violent conduct or hard violent conduct. You know, if you get sent off for soft violent conduct, maybe you should have smacked him harder. You know, that's your problem, not mine.
Yeah, totally agree with you there on that one, mate.
It's just it confuses fans because of the inconsistency. You don't know the bloody rules. Quintero shot straight at Pickford. First good shot of the game. That, I mean, England haven't even had a shot.
Right. So 46 minutes in, Colombia's first shot on target. Well, first shot on target for the whole game, isn't it?
Yeah. Marvin Millen says Henderson dived. They didn't attack him. Oh, come on. Get to Specsavers, Marvin. You know, I know I support England and that, but he makes contact with him. It's clear. He moves his head in two directions at Henderson. If Henderson makes a meal of it, I'm sorry. It's a bit like if someone leaves their foot out in a box. I'll go over it. Someone smash that home. Ah!
Unlucky.
Lingard. Too high.
That corner. No,
he's not going to give a corner. It was just too high for him. Yeah, it's not a corner.
Do you know what? I don't see, as strange as this may sound, I don't see a lot of the England players sweating here. But the Colombians are absolutely soaked. Who's got cramp? Someone already? Ali. I think Ali's had it.
Well, to be honest, if he has had it, it's not definitely...
no, that's not really a bad thing, is it? I don't think. I don't think that's
finished,
a bad thing.
I think Dele Alli's finished here.
Yeah. Now, the interesting thing will be, will this be Rashford to come on? Because I think this game lacks something like that, something that Rashford, you know, the excitement, the ability to go past 1-2 players. Oh, he's caught him. He's booted him right in the... Yeah. I think we could do... I mean, Sterling's tried to go past a couple of people. It's not really worked out for him. But we all know Rashford can do it. Yeah, that's right, Sally. That's what I was going to say, but I held my tongue. In the jingle bells, that's it, yeah. So, the 3 minutes stoppage time are up. Just waiting for the ref to blow the whistle. But yeah, I agree with Pawan Daswani. Colombia playing dirty. They are. I think it's dirty tactics.
Colombia have always been quite a physical team, though, to be fair.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like, I think that's the second or third row they've had in this half alone. Falcao started with Trippier, didn't he? Then there's been that incident with Henderson, and then there's the incident with Sterling.
Thing is, though, it works, doesn't it? Because it disrupts.
Yeah. I mean, Quadrado's had a niggle at Maguire as well. Get up, Falcao.
If I was Southgate, I'd get him in and give him a bloody rollicking. I'd say you're getting involved in stuff. You're playing their game. You're letting them rile you.
Yeah. Andy says this is going to penalties. I don't think it will, to be honest. I don't think it will go to penalties.
I think if England can get the goal, Colombia will commit players and then we'll hit them on the break.
Yeah, I think Southgate wants this one in 90 minutes and he'll tell them that at half time.
It's half time.
There we go. Yeah.
Well, give us your thoughts in the live comments. I mean, first thing I'm going to talk off about is that the refs bottled it there for me. 100% bottled it. It's nothing or it's a red. There's no in between. There's no grey area. There's no yellow card. It's a red card or it's nothing. You can't. Well, basically, headbutts him twice. It goes like that and then up. Maybe Henderson makes a meal of it, but you know what? If I was on a football pitch and somebody decided to do that with me, I'd think, you stupid idiot, I'm going down. I'm going down quicker than a fat kid on cake because you physically touched me and I'm going to get you sent off, you idiot. So I don't blame with Henderson going down, but the referee and the VAR and whatever they're looking at, there's no justification. I cannot see how. It's not a penalty, I understand that, Luke Skywalker, but it's a red card because there is no justification in any rule I know that if you physically touch a player, especially off the ball, it's a red. It's always been a red. Whether it's soft or not, it's always a red. I cannot understand how he's given a yellow card. I've never seen that happen before. You either give nothing or you give a red. I don't know what your thoughts are, Marcus.
I exactly agree with you, mate. It's like I said to you when it happened, the letter of law is violent conduct, isn't it? Yeah, not only has he caught him once, but he's caught him twice. So, yeah, it should have been a red for me, without a doubt. And like you said, I think the referee's bottled it. If he was 100% sure, he would have gone a red. But if he was 50-50 and he's gone the yellow, he should have at least consulted the TV because it's an off-the-ball incident. So...
Well, Oasis Time says it's not a red, but people keep saying it's not a red. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. Tell us why it's not a red. It's not a red. You've obviously got a reason in your head why it's not a red. Add a few more words in there and tell us under what law or what justification it's not a red. Because I'll tell you factually, if you touch another player off the ball physically and it's not accidental, it's a red card. It's violent conduct. There's no yellow card. It's a red card. Now, people can start talking about Neymar yesterday. Irrelevant. We're talking here about violent conduct. The referee has acknowledged violent conduct by giving the yellow. He's got it wrong. You cannot give a yellow card for violent conduct. It's a red or it's nothing. That's where he's gone wrong. You can't. He's basically acknowledged that the Colombian has physically attacked Henderson, no matter what the level of it is, intentionally off the ball. That is a red. We can mention Zidane in 2006, which was quite violent, but we can also mention David Beckham in 1998 against Argentina, who flicks a leg out. He can't even see what he's doing. He flicks a leg out. Straight red.
And Rooney, Portugal.
Yeah, Rooney against
Ronaldo,
Portugal. Stamps down. Probably knows what he's doing a little bit more than Beckham. Red card. This is where people are. You can be bitter against England. I totally understand that. That's fine, but you've got no justification other than it was a bit soft. Oh, Henderson overreact. Reality is, referee acknowledges the violent conduct. He has to give a red. There's no yellow card. That's where the issue is here.
Yeah, but violent conduct. I think, if I remember rightly, according to the letter of the law, the violent conduct automatically warrants a red card if your hand is placed on an opposing player in a violent manner. So, not only is he, like I say, headbutted him once in the chest, but he's also caught him underneath the chin as well. Henderson, I think, had a bit of blood on his lip as well, which obviously proves that he's caught him on his lip or under the chin. He's bit his lip or something. So, why the England players were doing the outline of the TV to say, go and look at the telly.
Well, that's the shocking thing, isn't it? It's all right having one thing in your ear, and I think the VAR people have said it's only a yellow, but they should bloody know the law. That's the frustrating thing. It's the inconsistency. Have they changed the law again that violent conduct's now a yellow? By the letter of law, it's red or nothing, says Mr. Skillers. Joydeep says 50-50 decision, not a red. Again, that's not an argument, Joydeep. That's an opinion. We're all basing our opinion on the letter of the law, which is violent conduct is a red. Should have went to VAR, should have been a red due to violent conduct. We saw this before with Zidane. A headbutt is a headbutt. Bonza says no red. To me, a lot of these things that you're saying are just based on opinions. They're not based on facts. And maybe you don't want England to win, so you're saying, I don't want to see a red card, but I can't do it.
It's a strange decision. It really is a strange decision. People, you can argue. Well,
here's something interesting. I've just checked a Twitter account. Here, let me read this out. So, Maguire successfully demands VAR review of Barrios for pushing his head into Henderson. Referee books Barrios after VAR guidance, which protocol says should only be for red cards. So he's gone to VAR guidance, and you can only do it for red cards.
Right, okay.
So they've messed up?
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously VAR hasn't worked in that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
So they basically shot themselves in the foot there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've just seen a clip on the TV here. Yeah, as Sterling's been coming off the pitch, one of the Colombian coaches has shoulder barged him coming off the pitch. You know, I mean, what's all that about? What's the coaches getting involved for?
Yeah, because they're trying to rile it. They're trying to rile it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got a couple of super chats. Minnie Mourner says, under the law of the game, any contact made deliberately to the head is a red. Anything like chest or shoulder is yellow. They must have seen the head to the chest and ignored the head to the red. Head to the head. See, that's justification. I can live with that. That's a cracking comment by Minnie. And John Massey says the standard of refereeing has been very poor this whole World Cup. They need to have a big look into this for the next World Cup, higher standards. Now, I'm going to work with what Minnie said there, because it's all right people saying not a red. I'm going to work with that, and I'm going to see it on the telly in a minute. Now, he definitely makes contact with the first bit. Have they VAR reviewed it and seen that there's no contact with the head, and therefore it can only be a yellow? I can live with that. See, Minnie's given us something there that we can work with, but for me, I still stand by. It should have been a red.
Yeah, it's. I mean, just seeing. I mean, there's the Quadrado one on Maguire. So he's tried to push Maguire. He's got in again.
Here we go. It's on the telly now.
Yeah,
no, he definitely does him with the head.
So yeah, of course he has. Look, I mean, that's head movement toward.
And it's two movements as well.
1, 2. Yeah,
One he goes into the head and into the chest.
Yeah, and flicks his head up. No doubt. Red. No doubt.
It is a red. Laffy Bang says that's a red. You can be bitter about England, that's fine, I understand it, but that's a red. It's a red.
I mean, if it wasn't, if people were disputing it, because we didn't see a replay during the game, I don't think you can dispute it there. Yeah, even when it showed back, if he'd have gone to the actual VAR and saw it on the telly, he'd have no choice but to give a red, I think. But, the head movement, he's gone in, and then, he's flicked it up. But the rest not even looking. He's talking to Falcao by the looks of it. His attention's taken away.
I think he's got away with it because they're trying to say, oh, he's done it in the chest and then he's inadvertently hit him in the head. But you do the crime, you do the time, don't you? Tough luck, mate. You shouldn't have done it in the first place. You can have the red. Yeah.
Dirty, disgusting, I think, from Colombia's point of view.
Anyway.
I mean, if that's the tactics, mate, that they're going to play for the game, then horrible way to play football.
Minnie Mourner has said that what are Man United doing, getting that old third keeper and letting Ronaldo for 100 million, what they're doing. We'll talk about that on the United Stand a little bit later anyway. Thanks for the contribution, Minnie. Red card, then I'm Irish, says Casper ID. But there was a good comment in from Dre Don that I wanted you to pick up on, Marcus. He says Colombia has been the better side. England not good enough. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I don't think they've been the better side. I think England have controlled the game. England has shown a maturity about them to not resort to the dirty tactics that Colombia are trying to implement into the game. Colombia obviously had the one shot on target, which is probably the best chance of the half. But I think we've got in behind them a couple of times. That shot that they had was, I think, the only time they've been in our box. But no, I don't think Colombia have been the better side. Not at all. I think England have had lion's share of possession. We've not looked scared. We've gone forward quite well. Our pressing has been pretty decent. So, no, I don't agree with that one. Sorry.
I mean, what would you do in the second half? I mean, to be honest, England I thought played quite well, but I've got to be honest and say that we've not really carved the chances open for all the, especially the first 20 minutes. It was all England. They were offering very little against us, and I do agree with that. That maybe we could have done a little bit more. But I mean, what would you do?
I would, in all honesty, I would take Ali off or Sterling and chuck Rashford on now. No, you don't want to be playing extra time, and they sure as hell don't want to be playing for the penalties. So I would go balls out now and go for it. I would chuck Rashford on, see how they deal with him. Their centre back is on a yellow card. I'd get Rashford one-on-one with that lad, their Colombian centre back, and let him tear him apart.
Yeah, he certainly gave us a little bit of impetus, and I think Sterling, like you said, his decision making in that first half wasn't great. And although I think Sterling's done quite well against the physicality of Colombia, there is still a massive difference in size between Sterling and these Colombian centre backs, and they clearly want to play the physical game. And I think we're clearly up against the referee, who's a little bit weak. So maybe getting Rashford on for his physicality might be a good move. I certainly don't think he would do it at half time, but I certainly would be considering doing it, because I think England are struggling a bit in that sense. But it'd be massive. Half time, halfway through, 45 minutes, one slip up, and Colombia could see this out, and England could be out, which would be a massive injustice based on that first half for many reasons. So, what England must keep their head. I mean, in many ways, this is a good test for England, because they are being roughed up, they are inexperienced, they are quite young. I think it's the most inexperienced England squad that's ever been to a World Cup. So maybe Colombia quite rightly are playing on that. Maybe Colombia see an opportunity to do that. And it's good to see Lingard and others jumping in to defend Henderson, but actually you win a game of football. That's what we've got to go and do. We can't go start having fights and injustice. We've had a lot of years of injustice, and this is meant to be a new page for England. So get out there, get the job done. You've been the better team, and focus on that. And referee's job's to referee. I think he's made a mistake, but it's gone.
Well, going back to that, the headbutt thing. I mean, the ref, he definitely should have gone to the VAR there. I mean, they're using the VAR on the bloody adverts here in the pub.
Yeah.
So you use it in the game, man. That's what it's for. But on a serious note, I think Rashford, mate, he's the key. I think now for the second half, unless Southgate can implement something into him and get him going again.
Minnie Mourner says possession does not equal to playing well. What have we done with that possession? Nothing at all. We will get caught out passing back to keeper. It's a good point. I'm just going to quickly nip and have a toilet break. So Marcus, if you want to interact, mate, I'll be a couple of minutes.
Yeah, go for it, mate. Take time. So Sash says England right side attack. I think England's best form of attack is down that right hand side with Trippier, without a doubt. Mr. B says possession. Look where that got Spain. Lol. Yeah, but Spain didn't really have any end product, did they? So I mean, they're all tiki taka. We're not. So Mikey O says first 0-0. I don't think so. A couple of people wanting Mark to check Duncan Castle's Twitter. Easy Junior CR7 doesn't want anything to do with lump it forward football. Oh, it's a podcast. Okay, Pancast. Cheers, mate. Sandro, okay. Take it on about the Sandro for United. It seems like we shall lose, says Dark Zero. I don't think so. I think the goal will come. The goal will come. Hart, get Loftus-Cheek and Rashford in. Marcus checks Sandro news. I will do after this, mate. After this Pancard, I'll check it. I'll tell Mark about it when he comes back anyway. Renegade, get Rashford on. So I think we're all a lot of us are in agreement here that Rashford should come on, yeah? Denmark, France ended 0-0, says Douglas. So it's not the first 0-0. And Kieran says this will not finish 11 versus 11. Do you know what? I'd be very surprised if Colombia finished the game with 11 men. Absolutely very surprised. Gaz Elliott, Colombian Oscom. Red Devils TV, 1-0 Colombia. Scrappy goal from Colombia, says Yeet. Please notice me, says Dexter. It's been an even game so far, says Jonesy. I think England just shaded it. We look a little bit more dangerous going forward.
I think it's playing into Colombia's hands, I do, because I think that England started off really well, Colombia were in trouble, and they've used the tactic of roughing us up a bit, and I think we've bought the farm a little bit with that. Yeah. And
a couple of messages for you, mate, from the live comments.
Okay.
Duncan Castle's podcast.
Yeah, I read. That's where I got it from. Yeah.
Can you check on Sandro news? A lot of people were saying about Sandro.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Yeah. Where is Marcus Rashford? Says Andrew. He's on the bench. We certainly need him in the second half, I think, just for his, like Mark said about his physicality. I think not only for that, but for his ability to beat a man as well. I think Sterling has done absolutely awful that first half. Yeah. A lot of people saying about Sandro, mate.
Yeah, I've just read that. I'll talk about it on the United Stand. There is a show at 9:30. Regardless of what happens with this, I think we'll probably stay live afterwards anyway, just to discuss it. Obviously, if England win or lose. So, but yeah, it is interesting about Alexandro, and I'll do a bit of research about that for the United Stand, definitely.
Matthew says Walker off for Loftus-Cheek, make a proper back four. Ali off for Rashford too. What do you reckon? Go switch to a back four.
I quite like the system. Risky. I do.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the system. It's just one or two personnel.
Yeah.
But England to kick off second half.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah, a lot of people. Well, I say a lot of people. A few people saying the Sandro's a done deal.
It's not done. It isn't done. It isn't done. It's a journalist saying there's a deal in place. It's not a done deal.
He's agreed to join and a fee to be agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry, mate.
But this is from a journalist. It's not from.
Okay.
So it's not.
Right, so we kicked off in the second half. Straight away, Colombia's got a free kick. And I love this game. Says, can you ask Mark to be unblocked, please?
Yeah, we're not doing that sort of stuff at the moment.
No, so there we go. There's your answer. I'll try. So, could do with an early goal here in the second half.
I'm trying to sort the timer out for everybody at the moment.
Yep. Tony Coates says, come on England, please read this. There we go. Najib says, timer please. He's doing it, Najib. Yep.
I think my computer's just overcooking at the moment, so let's focus on that, the most important thing. Okay.
There we go. All sorted, mate, yeah?
I'm just about to press the button, yeah. Should be working. Yeah, we are up and running. Okay. Yep. I'm going to be around. I've just got to go and sort a TV issue in the other room because other people are watching it and I've messed it up. So let me sort that.
Cool. Colombia coming forward down the left-hand side and it's gone out for an England throw. So it looks like to me, don't know if you guys in the comments agreed, it looks like they're going to try and attack down our right. And I think Cuadrado has moved out to the left-hand side here to attack Trippier a little bit more because they got no joy down that side. Crayola, I've had a couple already, mate. Yeah. Pancard, I do. I don't love the guy Pancard. I just think he's a United player, isn't he? I love my club and I'll support the players that are in it, I'm afraid. Let's have a look. I love this game. I'll try, mate. I will try. I'll have a word privately. You know the score, Marcus, Yeetosaurus, thank you. DW Music, Matthew, thank you. So Ronaldo to Juventus confirmed. I don't know. I've not heard that one. I've heard it rumoured. I've not heard it confirmed. So United playing it. United. That's Mark's fault. England playing it around the back. Trippier. There we go, Trippier. Well done, mate. Beat your man. Go for him. A bit of a loose ball to Sterling. And got it back, but it's out for a throw. So yeah, not a fantastic start to the second half. Pretty much more 50-50 now, I think. But England still pressing hard, pressing high up the pitch, nice and quickly. Falcao's trying to back into Kyle Walker there. Walker's having none of it. There's a push on Walker and it's a free kick to England. So,
back in the room anyway.
There we go, mate. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, not missed much, mate. There was a foul on Kyle Walker by Falcao, backing into him, and that's about it, really. Nothing exciting.
It just makes you nervous the more the game goes on, because obviously I don't want any injury time in this game, and I don't want any stoppage time. I don't want any extra time. I don't want any penalties in it.
Yeah. Kunal, I would bring Rashford on. Yeah. Yeah. If I had to roll a dice, I would take Sterling off and put Rashford on. So, England again, starting from the back, keeping possession, not rushing. Like Mark said earlier, they're very comfortable playing it out the back. Very comfortable.
Here's some good play. Lingard. Pass it. Late
Look at that.
Final ball
Ali
again.
was sweet there. Yeah. Yeah. If Lingard had just put his head up a little bit quicker there, he could have slipped Ali in down the left.
Yeah. It's a bit end-to-end at the moment. Not enough going forward. Says SB.
Colombia's got it on the halfway line. Bringing it into our half, but England pressing high again. And goes a wayward pass from Colombia back to Pickford. Are you still confident, Mark?
I am confident, but I just think, I've been through these situations so many times, and the
energy drains you.
Yeah, and to the untrained eye, they're like, "Oh, just get on with it." But I remember England, Argentina '98, 2-1 up. Scholes missed a great chance to make it 3-1 before half time. Argentina get a free kick 2-2, and all that work's gone, and we could have been through. Obviously, Beckham got sent off straight after that in the second half. So that red card, to some people, it's like, oh, you just get on with it. But actually, that probably puts England through. It's quite a crucial thing. Yeah.
It is a game changer just before half time as well.
I didn't hear what people said at half time. I think Gary Neville was pretty much saying it was a red.
Yeah.
But I know they go to Clattenburg. I don't know what he said.
Yeah, I think Clattenburg said it was a red as well. I mean, I'm only going by his hand movements he was making, right? But yeah, I think he was saying it was definite red.
Oh, they do well, England, up to the final third. Then it's little flicks that just aren't working. Got a free kick here for a yellow card as well for a tackle on Ali. Got the monitor on. Take off Ali, says Anthony Muller.
Yeah, do you know, it's hiya, Soph. There's been a couple of debates in the comments. I mean, I was saying bring off Sterling. A couple have said Sterling. A couple have said Ali. You know, I think the odd one or two have said Lingard. So it's between them three. But everyone, I think, is in agreement. It's to get Rashford on.
Well, I suppose we've got that in our pocket, haven't we? I'd just like to get 1-0 up. I know there's a long way to go in this game, but I'd feel a lot happy if we could just get 1-0 up. Colombia don't look like scoring, I've got to say that. They don't, but football's a funny game, isn't it? We saw it with Russia.
Yeah.
Young.
Yeah, I think...
Get it! What a header that was. Defender did brilliant there.
Yeah,
he had to
Maguire
get that.
Again, wasn't it?
Then Davinson Sanchez played rubbish against Japan. Decides to play brilliantly against us. He did brilliantly as well. Oh, God, right off the top of his head, Kane and Maguire are just queuing up. That is good defending, you know. He was absolutely rubbish against Japan. And he puts in a header like that.
He was terrible, wasn't he? Yeah.
That was a very good header.
So the rest should be keeping an eye on you with what's happened in the first half.
Yeah.
So, well, he's telling him.
Just give a penalty.
Yeah, he's telling him. Do it, keep doing it. It'll be a penalty. So he's been warned.
Oi! Penalty! Get in!
On,
Get in!
Him.
Yeah, book him. Yes, good ref. Good ref.
Come on. Well done. Well done.
I don't know why people keep doing this as well. I don't know why people keep doing this.
He was warned. They were both warned before the corner was taken, and he's still going. Oh, mate, I wish I could swear. Oh, dear.
It's a penalty because he jumps on his back. I don't think it's a penalty at the start.
Yeah.
But when he jumps on his back, he's lost him. He goes after him, and he jumps on his back. That's when it's a penalty. Yeah. The ref's looking right at it. He doesn't have to VAR that. Doesn't have to VAR it. I saw it. He just said, I saw it. Get out. Sit down. Go away.
I think Matthew McFadden's got the ump in the comments.
Yeah. 100% a penalty, says Bold Eagle.
That is, yeah. If that wasn't a red card in the first half, that is a definite penalty there. Definitely. So it's justice for me. And yeah, he's listened to the microphone as well, and they've even told him.
We got to score it. You got to score it.
I think he'll score it, mate. I think Harry Kane will do it. Yeah. Falcao's throwing a tantrum. Go on, Harry.
I'd send him off now. You've had your say. It's a penalty. Walk away. Get out my face. I've given the penalty. Jog on.
I don't even think it was that guy that was warned before the corner was taken. I think the guy that was warned was the lad who was on Maguire. Oh, it's only Ospina in goal, isn't it? Oh, you wouldn't fancy him.
The referee needs to be getting some yellow cards out of here.
Yeah.
All the Colombians scuffling the penalty spot. Yeah. Matthew West, have seen it. Yeah. Henderson's just flicked his head there. He needs to get away. He needs to get away. Yeah, Henderson.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. I saw that. Yeah. He's a bloody idiot. Henderson's a bloody idiot for doing that.
Stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, he could have had a red. He's
absolutely
stupid.
He's flicked his head.
Yeah, he's a bloody idiot. He's lucky. He's lucky because if that was a red in the first, that was a red there. I'll be even-handed there. He's a bloody idiot.
Yeah, it's the intent, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
You can't do it. That's probably more of a red than the other one because he is flicking at his head.
Yeah, the intent is there to harm.
England just needs to take a step back. This is all about it because if we miss this penalty, Colombia will be, justice, they'll be up for it.
Come on, Harry.
Okay, now penalties again.
Yeah, this is. I think for the game that one team needs to score here to open the game up. But by God, come on, Harry. But I'd fancy him to put this away. Ospina's pretty crap, isn't he? I think.
Penalties, isn't it? Doesn't matter how crap you are.
Oh, my hands are absolutely sweating buckets. Come on, Harry. Come on.
Get in! Yeah. Come on! Have it!
Yes.
Have it!
Come on!
Get in! 1-0. 1-0, England, and that.
Come on, Harry.
That's it. Just keep the discipline now. They'll be coming at it. They'll be coming for a penalty themselves. Don't let them near the box. Don't do anything stupid because they'll be out for it now. They'll be out for VAR. But it's 1-0 England. Come on. Definitely a penalty. Bad gamemanship by Colombia, but that's coolness by Kane. Straight down the middle as well. Cool as you like. Cool as a cucumber. 1-0. Change the score. Definitely.
Change the score. Fantastic penalty by Harry Kane there. Like you said, absolutely calm. No panic. Straight down the middle. Ospina, no chance. Fantastic penalty under such pressure as well. And I think that's him clear now for the golden boot.
Yeah, I forgot about that. 6.
Now, yeah.
So it's 2 clear.
So, 6 goals in 3 matches, yeah. Fantastic.
Just got to keep their heads. Got to keep their heads. Keep Colombia away because they're going to start diving all over the shop. Look at Falcao now.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's rolling around. Look, come on. Mark, can you make this show an 18 plus?
Well, Falcao did the foul.
He's backed into him. Look, he's looking at the player. What's he? He's not even touched his head.
Well, it's not a red.
Come on. Oh, very, very slightly. Come on.
It's not a red. It shouldn't even have been a foul.
That's not even a card, man. He's walking away from him.
Oh, here's Colombia in the box. Just be careful. They'll want a corner. They'll be diving around.
Come on, Maguire. Stay tight.
Archie says Stones should be sent off. Oh, come on. I've already given you the spoilers on this, what Colombia are going to do. They're going to try and get somebody sent off. That's exactly what the game plan is. It's going to get rough, this will.
Yeah, so someone in the comments when you nipped off said, be surprised if it finishes 11v11. I'll be very surprised if Colombia finish it with 11 men.
Well, they're going to dive all over the shop. They're going to try and get yellow cards.
Get up.
England just needs to focus, bring it right down and calm down.
Well, Southgate needs to tell him get some order in them. Get some calmness. Don't fall into a trap. Don't play Colombia's game. Keep it simple.
Yeah, Yeetasaurus says cool, calm and composed. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they need to do. They've been dominant. Colombia have done nothing. I don't think even Colombia have had a corner. It needs to stay that way. No. Henderson's on a yellow card. Maybe bring Eric Dyer on,
Thing is, though, would you want to get it to 2 and put it to bed?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. At least if Henderson gets sent off and we go through, what was that? That's Sweden waiting for us, isn't it? So Eric Dyer could play that one, but he's playing out the rest of this game with the 10 men.
Yeah. This is it from England. This is good. Get the ball. Keep the ball.
I
like that Stones as well. He's got the ball and he's telling people to come towards him even though he stood in the centre-back position. It's good to see. Remember, subscribe if you're new. World Cup Watchalongs. Tonight's a little bit different because we are English and we're supporting England, but normally we're a lot more cooler and calmer. But
you hit 42,000. Congrats.
Yeah, in that mayhem.
Congrats. Yeah.
I think there might have been a bit of a problem with the stream.
Come on, lads. 29 minutes left. So Colombia made a change here. Backers come on. I didn't see who went off.
I think they've gone more attacking because they've got to, haven't they? But
yeah. Yeah, this is getting a bit feisty now.
Thanks, Danny Smith. This is great work, Annie, for everyone. Great community. Well, great World Cup at the moment, but there's always a sting in the tail with England. So England win, they play Sweden. So Selwyn, they've got to win first.
Jack Brown's rooting for Colombia.
Oh, there will be. Matthew McFadden. We all love Matthew, but he don't want England to win. So I suppose I do get it, though, because it's a bit like when Liverpool were going to win the Champions League. I was desperate for them not to win it. And I suppose if you don't like England, it's a bit like that, isn't it? But don't worry, we've got history of messing things up. There's a long time to go in this game yet. But important to get that goal.
So... Still waiting for this free kick to be delivered. It's coming in now. Ashley Young. Right
Maguire wins it.
Right,
Oh!
yeah. Oh.
Oh!
Ref,
Ali over the bar. I think we've got a penalty here again. I don't know what's going on.
I thought that could have been a penalty. Ref, he took him down in the box.
Ospina's been booked. Colombia are losing their head. I don't think this ref's up for this game, you know.
He's not strong enough, is he?
No. He's not.
He's not strong enough. He's letting the Colombians sort of like.
Oh, Maguire did dive, you know. Maguire did dive. I can understand why they're aggrieved with that, because he definitely did dive.
Yeah. Sanchez made no contact with Maguire there whatsoever. So, yeah, Maguire should have had a yellow for that.
He should be booked. You know, I can't. I'll never be like that.
Yeah, I always try and be as fair as I can. I think you do as well, Mark, don't you? You know.
Yeah. You can't lie.
No.
Has he been booked?
He did dive. No, he hasn't. I don't think so. Don't think so. I think the
Falcao's been booked.
Yeah, I think that was for the protest.
If I was England, though, I'd keep sticking. I'd keep winding them up.
Yeah, Douglas says Colombia are losing their heads. They are. I think it's mainly because their dirty tactics ain't working. I mean,
Another foul.
Another incident.
Backing out. Yellow card.
Yeah. No, go on. No, Jordan Stones, tell him to do one. Go on. Falcao's in his face again.
Yeah, it's a yellow card. This is it. England just need to keep their heads. We've seen it with Beckham in the years. Don't throw a foot. Don't do anything.
I mean, Mike R says there are 3 yellow cards in 1 minute for Colombia.
I think they've got about 4, haven't they? 5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people saying about the dive as well. I don't condone the diving, no matter who it is. I think it's a cheating way. Oh, get up! Look, Ali's not even touched you.
They are. They're a disgrace, aren't they, Colombia? Really. Talk about. He didn't touch him.
No. Do you know what? Just to.
Maguire should have been booked. Categorically,
he should have been. Yeah, he should have been.
Get Rashford on.
I think now is perfect for him. All the yellow cards they've got now. Let him run at them. What are you looking? Says park the bus. No, I don't think they should do that.
They've not had any corners. Don't give them an opportunity. I don't want them getting a corner because they'll just throw themselves on the floor.
No, keep playing the way they're playing. He's been kneed in the back there. Look, Ali.
Yeah, he's the one on the yellow card. He's the one with the headbutt. Yeah. I don't think he wants to send anyone off because I think he's scared.
Yeah. Semi-knee in the back, shall we say, and a bit of a grab down the back of the neck.
Stuart McCrew says, get Henderson off for Dyer just in case. Yes, I do sort of agree that. He's only one away, isn't he? England need the second goal because you can guarantee in the last 10 minutes we will go deep. They get a goal and then the momentum's with them, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Go for the second goal, make them defend, make them put the tackles in, get the second yellow for one of theirs, get them sent off, game over.
I think we haven't used this right-hand side enough in the second half either.
Lingard's been quite quiet, hasn't he?
Yeah. But I mean, we saw the damage and confusion Trippier was doing to the Colombian backline in the first half.
That's good interception by Young.
Yeah.
Come on. Attackers have got to express themselves now.
Right, come on, Lingard. Should be on your bike here.
Good play. Go on, Young.
Yeah.
There's no one in the box.
Harry, what are you doing outside, man?
Well, Ashley Young's gone down injured there, so I don't know what's gone on off the ball, but the ref ain't having any of it.
Right. That's our ball, ref, isn't it? Colombia's.
Colombia is disgusting, says Abby.
It really is. It's not a great spectacle, is it, for a game of football when you've got a team playing like this?
I don't think Ashley Young's dived here. I think he's stayed down because he's injured here.
Yeah. Was he?
It's quite an innocuous tackle. I think he's probably hurt himself.
Knee on knee by the looks of it.
Just get Danny Rose on.
Yeah. Well, at least, do you know what? Actually, Danny Rose...
Mikey O says, I hate England, but can't watch these Colombians. It's meant to be football. How can this be tactics? It's scandalous. And that's from somebody who hates England.
Yeah, this is disgusting. Totally agree with that. Disgusting football.
Yeah, Barani, we've already said Mark Maguire was a dive. It's been said about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I hate teams, even at club level, no matter who they are, that play like that.
Ref spotted this. He should have given a red card in the first half, and in the second half, he should have given a red.
Yeah.
They'll soon stop it. Then again, I suppose they could get worse, couldn't they?
They could do, yeah. Colombia coming forward. Lingard's nicked it off him. This is what we want. Oh, Lingard, what have you done that for?
He's got a yellow card.
Yeah. He just blatantly took out the legs of number 6.
I think the ref is just giving yellow cards out like Christmas, though, at the moment, isn't he? I think he's trying to calm the game down by just giving a yellow card for every foul at the moment. Stuart McHugh's right, every foul's a yellow now. Where's the ref from? Does anyone know? Let us know in the live comments.
I thought it was the American ref.
Yeah, he looks American, but...
Yeah. I wonder if Jared...
blame Jared.
Jared. Yeah, Jared would know, really. So come on, comments, we need you. Where's the ref from tonight?
It doesn't matter in England's case because I think it doesn't matter in Colombia's case unless you've already had a yellow card. They reset themselves after this game. I think Lingard's had a bad second half,
Yeah, he is American. Yeah, a lot of people saying American, USA, and then you get one saying Slovenian.
Yeah, he's American. I recognised him from one of the games. I don't think he was very good in that. I can't remember what game it was. I don't think he's very good.
Pickford's got it. Oh, I thought that was dodgy. Yeah, I thought it was dodgy then. But, yeah. Go on, Ali, run at him.
He's young.
Oh, young, yeah. Could do with that ball in the box now. There's 2 or 3 of them in there waiting. Get it out to Trippier. Henderson, come on. Oh, that's late.
Why are we having to play on there? We've got to go backwards instead of forwards.
Ref, there was nowhere to go forward.
There's no advantage there, is it? It's a foul. Yeah. Well, that's poor by the ref, that is.
I think, the only way we won't talk about the ref this game is if the England go through.
Yeah, well, you just feel that Colombia have done absolutely nothing in this game, and I just think if we get to 80 minutes, we'll start sitting back. Well done, Maguire.
Good head. Stand, that's it. Nice and strong. Falcao's looking for it again.
Oh, God.
Come on.
That pass by Stones there, when you're watching it on telly, it looks a lot closer. I mean, it probably was fine.
I think the Falcao was on the ball there. He could have got that. Go on, Sterling. No, ref. Come on.
I thought he was going to book him as well,
I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Colombian lad just fell down. So just under 20 minutes to go. Do you know what? Cuadrado ain't done nothing either.
No. It's a bit like Salah, isn't it? You see a weakness against Ashley Young. He tends to do bad in games where you don't think he's going to do bad. Yeah. When it's like, Salah's going to tear him apart, he has a good game, and Cuadrado has done nothing, has he? He's been. To be fair though, Colombia haven't attacked, so Cuadrado's been defensive more than attacking, hasn't he? Here we go, Lingard, put him in. Oh, come on, you got to make that pass.
Yeah,
got to make that pass.
Corner for England.
One ain't enough, says T-Dog Man. Never enough.
No, it's never enough. But do you know what? This could be the one game where one is enough because Colombia haven't done anything.
I'd make a sub. That's why I'd make a sub, because I think that at some point there's going to be an option, isn't there, to hit them on the break. They're going to have to commit.
I'd still go for Rashford, just for like I say, his ability to beat a man, physicality. Plus he's quick as well. He'd be able to protect. Oh, that corner? No. There again, Maguire on the end of the set plays. How tall is that lad? He seems to win a lot of the aerial balls.
I think he's tall and strong, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, all the set pieces just seem to go to him.
Adam C says Colombia have had 0 corners. We need to keep it that way, because you know what will happen. They will just tumble on the floor.
AJ said that touched him. I thought it did as well. I thought it went out for a corner. I mean, Lingard's been took off the ball again there, but Harry's been took there as well.
Yeah, Cuadrado. Let's get the second goal.
Yeah. Do you know what, though? Ever since we've gone 1-0 up, we've still dictated the game.
It's been a difficult game to judge England, really, because it's been so... It's not really become a football game, has it? It's become quite a... not a nice game, so...
Oh, Aaron O'Brien here says that Maguire's 6'8".
No.
No?
Never in a million years.
I'll say he looks tall, but I don't think he's that tall.
No.
So we need a good delivery here. No. Unlucky, just a little bit too high from the cross there.
He would have been offside anyway.
Oh yeah, there was low.
Yeah, linesman's got his flag up. A lot of people on about an Alexandro deal being done. You know, it's like tapping up if you do personal terms with somebody under contract, and if we've not agreed the fee with Juventus, then the deal's obviously not done anyway. So
6-4, 6-3. So let's go 6-3.5 then, in between. Maguire's about 6-1. Mertesacker's 6-8.
15 minutes to go.
Oh, it's going to be a nervy 15 minutes. Colombia. Now again for Trippier again, fantastic getting his foot in there. And again.
The thing about the English defence is they do play a high line as well, so it's made it very difficult for Colombia with no pace to really push us back. If they had someone with a bit of pace, it would cause us a few problems. But crossed by Cuadrado, well up by Kyle Walker, little flick. This is what we don't want to do. They're starting to push us back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, look how far Harry Kane's in. He's like halfway in our half.
See, I'd be looking. He needs to make a substitution now, Southgate. 75 minutes in, we've made no subs.
Yeah, I think that clearance there from Sterling would have been ideal there for Rashford to run onto, or at least chase down.
I mean, Southgate's done a very good job for England, but historically, Middlesbrough manager, under 21s manager, he's no genius. So he's got to be looking at a fresh pair of legs here.
Good clearance there from Henderson in the penalty area.
Go on, Sterling.
Here we go. Right, so Sterling.
Lingard's here for you. Lingard's here for you. Go on, Jesse. Yeah. Go on.
Go on.
That's got to be a penalty. There's no touch on the ball.
Ref.
He's not giving it. VAR's got to give that. VAR's got to tell you you're an idiot there.
Yeah. That's the second one.
He's bottled it. He doesn't want to give it. He's terrified of the Colombians. I mean, let's watch it back. Is it a dive? It must. VAR is. No, he's played it on.
No.
We ain't going to get a penalty.
Go on, Trippier. Stay with him. Away. Good. Well done.
It clearly wasn't a penalty.
No.
Good running by Henderson.
Go on, let it go. That's it.
It can't have been a penalty, really, because that would have been reviewed.
Yeah. But surely then, if it's a dive, Mark, it's a yellow, isn't it?
Yeah. I was watching the ref, and he did seem to say, "No, I'm listening." That's Colombia now, you see.
Yeah. I think we definitely need Rashford now. It seems like England are good on the counter attack. Possibly even Vardy.
Well, they're asking for it, and I think he's saying, "I've reviewed it."
Yeah.
Penalty.
Let's have a look.
That's a penalty.
It is a pen, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a pen. Yeah. No contact with the ball.
It's a little bit soft, but he still does take him.
Yeah. Yeah. His knee is on the back of Lingard's foot, so he can't move it. I mean, the slightest of touches with his boot as well, but, again, letter of the law, technically, if you don't make contact with the ball and you take the player.
I think Will Graham's right, though. Why aren't we making substitutions? Remember, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're doing watch-alongs for every single game. A little bit biased tonight because we are English, but we have done every single game. Be interesting if this was like Colombia versus Sweden, and Sweden were getting all these decisions against them, what we would be saying. Because I think we'd be saying the same thing. I think when you review that Lingard one, there's no such thing as a soft penalty. If there's contact, it's a penalty. That's what it is. People think, it's a bit soft. Does he touch him? Yes, penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what VAR's brought in for. Not allowed to dispute it.
I'm going to the toilet. I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, go on then. Take some comments then. So, we got Ricky says not a penalty. Tom Austin, come on England. Jose Mourinho says dive. Charlie Collins says subs.
What?
Harty says Lingard was already falling down when the Colombian hugged his knee. Still touched him, Harty. Dyer coming on, says Tom. Everyone's saying Dyer's coming on. So who's coming off then? Is it Dele Alli? Yeah, okay. So looks like the midfield. Yeah, he's going to shore up the midfield now, isn't he? Cheers, Antoine. Johnny Ring, the ref is weak. Yes, definitely. I think the ref, like Marcus said, he's bottled a fair few decisions tonight. Mourinho says no pen, idiot. Well, again, like I say, he's touched him. He hasn't made contact with the ball. He's caught him, whether it's a lot or not. It's the rules of the game, I'm afraid. That's what VAR's there for. So you can't argue with it, can you? Can't argue with technology. England to win. Nadim says never a penalty, biased. Well, went down a little too easy for it to begin. Well, yeah, there's that. Yeah.
See, I think that substitution there from Southgate is a bad one.
Yeah.
It's defensive, isn't it?
I've just said
We're inviting the pressure. It's a stupid, bad substitution, that. Oh, they're in. Carl Walker's just made a stupid error as well.
Yeah. Oh no, I saw Stones is back
over the bar.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Yeah, dangerous there. Go on, Pickford. You should be telling him there. You should be absolutely ripping into him. Stupid mistake. A big let off. Lack of concentration there from Walker. Lack of concentration. So, keyed up. Yeah, it's all right now, mate. Yeah. So, thankfully, Quadrado can't shoot.
That was a big chance, that was.
Yeah, that was. And that, apart from the shot on goal, that's the only chance they've had.
But I just think we're inviting the pressure, and that's a stupid thing to do.
Yeah, it is, but it looks like we're going to have more control in the midfield. So we got 8 minutes to go. I would probably say, Mark, it's the sensible approach.
Here we go, Lingard. Go for the penalty spot.
Yeah.
Get it out your feet. Bad
Go on,
first
boy.
touch. Bad first touch. Oh, he's giving a free kick as well.
Oh my God.
I tell you what, that Barrios is an absolute. I don't use that word. He's the one who should have been sent off. I liked Colombia before this tournament, but that Barrios.
How many beers you had tonight then? Is that your third or fourth?
Fourth.
Fourth, yeah. There we go. A lot of people were guessing in the comments. Cathalicious is right. That's his fourth.
Harry Kane. Oh, come on, ref.
Ref, come
it's
on,
Falcao.
man.
Second yellow. Give him the bloody second. I just don't get it.
Why is he scared?
Never seen a ref so terrified of a game. Absolutely bottled it.
I don't think this ref has got a chance for doing the final. So England should take their time over this. Right, that's it. Henderson's gone. Concentration. That's it, Hendo. Tell him. I mean, their nerves must be going some at the minute.
The annoying thing for me is that we've won so many of these first headers in the box, but just, you think about Panama, everything went right, didn't it? You just need one of them not to go right against Panama and one to go right in this game.
Do you know what? Seeing that Keezer's there in the stands there always reminds me of that Colombian goalie with the scorpion kick save.
Oh, Higuita.
Remember that? Yeah, that's him. Yeah, Rene. Yeah, Higuita, wasn't it?
They're Valderrama wigs, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, always remember that. Probably one of the greatest saves in history. So, yeah, England just look like they're going to sit back now for the counter.
The thing is, they don't deserve it, but they'll get a chance, and it's whether they take it. I mean, that was a half a chance for Cuadrado, but they will get a chance because we're sitting back. They've had no corners for a reason. Don't let them get a corner.
Yeah. Antoine's going to the toilet.
Xander's right. Vicky's right. I think I've never seen a referee so scared.
Mm. You think for a major game like this, in probably the world's greatest tournament, you want to put your stamp on the game, but not like this, man. It's bad refereeing decisions, bad play by Colombia, dirty tactics.
See, now we're just giving up so much territory. Decent cross, keep corner, goal kick. Slow it down.
Yeah, slow it down.
Gary Wells is right. We never learn. Always resting on a 1-goal lead.
But the thing is, I mean, as well, Sweden did it today, didn't they? Lucky, fortuitous goal, deflection. They managed to grind it out, and I think, we usually say, even when we're watching United, it takes a good team to 1-0 and not play well to win the game. It's a sign of something. So
all I'm going to say is if England win this 1-0, I was thinking about it when I was just having my last piss. If England win this 1-0, this is it's a bit like beating Tunisia in the last minute. It's a bit like thrashing Panama. It's not England. It's a bit like the injustice of the red card. They'd normally go and lose the game. It's not like England to go and then win the game.
Yeah.
But not that we have won the game yet, but this isn't like England.
Poxy ref got in the way there. Go on, lads, get it back. Get your shape back. Oh, good interception, Kane. Headed well, yeah. See, now, I think I've said it earlier, I think Rashford would be ideal now just to push that defence 5 or 10 yards back.
Rashford for Sterling has been the substitution for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, just to push them back. Just to give them that little thing in their mind to think, oh, look, if this lad gets on it, we've had it.
Because I don't think Sterling's had a good game.
No, he's not. I don't think he has either. Do you know what? To be honest, Mark, I don't think he's played particularly well throughout the whole tournament.
No.
I think for the Sweden game, I think Southgate could afford to make a couple of changes. I be very surprised if Rashford wasn't one of them, because the Swedes, they're not that quick either, are they, at the back?
No. It's bringing Vardy on.
Yeah. Who's going off? Kane? No, Sterling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this. So you're leaving Kane on for the height then. Bit of a Mourinho tactics there.
Yeah. Bit of pace from Vardy though. I mean, it still gives us that.
Yeah, so it could be a sign. What I said there, Rashford maybe for Sweden.
Well, Quintero's gone off for Colombia, which is Muriel comes on, who's an attacker, so they're going all out for it. I mean, go all out for it. I mean, I suppose extra time, isn't it? They'd have to go for it in extra time as well.
But yeah, I think that change should have been made about 15 minutes ago. Sterling.
I would have brought Rashford on over Vardy. I mean, Vardy's decent, but I think Rashford gives you a bit more physicality as well.
I think Vardy likes that ball over the top though, doesn't he? Whereas Rashford prefers it in behind on the floor. So, Nervy, minute and a half to go.
Foul to England, yeah.
Come on, he's took him out, ref. Come on, yeah. Take your time. Go on, take your time.
I think I'm going to have to change my title for the half-9 show on the United Stand. It was going to be about Ronaldo, but it looks like we're talking Alexandro.
Oh, developments, yeah. I actually thought that deal was off, you know. So England, Trippier, free kick out into the corner.
Just shoved Harry Kane there.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting with the how much stoppage time is going to be put on. The amount of play acting they've done.
Somebody says I'm calling it. England are going to win it. Well, it'd be totally unfair if they don't, but that doesn't stop football, does it? We saw a goal with the last kick last night, so.
A couple of people, well, no, Mourinho saying Colombia's getting robbed. I don't think so, mate. They've done nothing. Honestly, done nothing.
They've had no corners in 90 minutes.
Yeah. The Cuadrado chance and the shot on target.
Let it go, Ashley. Let it go.
Yeah.
There'll probably be 6 minutes added on here.
Do you know what? That wouldn't be a bad shout, actually, the amount of time that they've been on the floor.
5 minutes.
4. Oh, that's debatable.
A lot of people were saying it'll be 4.
Yeah, I would have gone with 4. But just seeing the penalty back again. Fantastic penalty from Harry. Fantastic. It's a shame he signed a new long-term contract at Spurs.
It's alright, we've got Lukaku. I tell you what, I think this will kick off at the end if Colombia go out.
So someone's down with
Anderson, get up.
He'll wait till the ref comes over and then he'll get up.
Look at the Colombians.
Yeah. Oh, look at them, look. Disgusting. Disgusting. Chucking their beer onto the pitch. Filthy.
Lightweights. Just doesn't. I've had a full pint. Yeah.
Go on, Pickford, take your time.
We've probably still got another 5 minutes because you'll have added that minute on.
Yeah. Baron Def's got a good point here. The most aggressive match in the World Cup so far. I think, I think it's
been bloody
very
tough.
Physical game.
I knew it would be tough for England. I mean, yeah, you get the better side of the draw, but and I know Japan did well against Belgium, but I think England would have. I think Belgium were really poor last night. I think England would have dealt with Japan a lot easier because Japan just wanted to play football, didn't they?
Yeah.
This has been an absolute mind battle.
God, how far they will take that free kick? Jesus, it weren't there.
Got to win the first header here. Well up. Oh my God!
Come on.
See, now they've got a corner. This is not good.
What
That would have been a
hit and what
lucky
save.
goal, but what a save. Now, they've got to be bloody careful here, England, because they're going to tumble. I want to see that shot again. I mean, I thought it was going in.
I thought so, yeah. Cracking save, though, by Pickford. He's had nothing to do all game. And then that just comes out of nowhere. Right.
They will dive here. They will dive.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
The goalie's up as well.
They've scored.
Ah,
For God's sake.
fuck.
One
Jesus.
corner, one goal. For God's sake. Absolute jokers. Absolute jokers. That's Southgate, that is. One corner, one goal.
Ah,
Idiots. Bloody idiots. That is an absolute injustice. That's what you get for sitting back, you fucking idiot.
what? Oh, man.
Fucking idiot.
Oh,
Trippier should have dealt with that on the line as well. I'm sorry. He's been good in this tournament, but that's your post, mate.
He's got his head to it. He's just headed it up into the net.
This is England. Welcome to England. This is England. Fuck up the most obvious win in the world.
Cannot believe it. Well, you can do, because like you say, this is England, but... Oh, man. All that hard work.
Well, I think the Vardy substitution's wrong. I thought the Eric Dyer substitution was wrong. I mean, we're all over them, and you go defensive. That's Southgate's inexperience there. Bloody idiot. Absolute idiot.
Yeah. I mean, you called it, mate. You know, sitting back wasn't wise.
That's what I mean.
Disgusting.
Although, to be fair, we still haven't seen that save back from Pickford, have we? We haven't seen it. I don't know how close that was to going in, but... They'll probably lose this on penalties now. This is it. This is why I never got excited, because I've seen England over the years, and he's an idiot. Southgate's a bloody idiot.
Well, they can't make any more subs, can they, now?
England.
No, Colombia.
You get an extra one in extra time.
Oh, yeah, next time, yeah. Because one of their players has got a groin strain or something.
What an absolute prat. That's inexperience, that is. Thinks he's bloody Pep. I will never understand. Look, I know you want to get through. Yeah, let's see it out. But it wasn't the sort of game to see it out. It was never end. They'd had no corners. They'd had no shots. And we invite them on for the last 10 minutes. It's like a free ticket to get back in the game.
Well, now we'll see what they're made of.
Well, they're going to have to go for it, because... you want to be careful here. We'll get caught ourselves.
Yeah. Well, actually, Young's been pushed in the back there and gone over.
We need to just get to extra time here. We're ragged.
Yeah. Right. So.
Fucking jokers. What a
extra
bunch
time
of jokers. What a bunch of jokers we are.
Absolutely gobsmacked.
That's what happens if you sit back. If you sit back, you invite it on. Well, what are you thinking at home? A lot of people anti-England laughing. Look, you know what? I always say this on the United Stand. You know, that there is no banter you can deliver, because I will deliver it. I will deliver the hard love. And England were just idiots. Absolutely idiots. Hannibal says sit down. I don't need to sit down, because I'm the one having a go at England. I said the Dele Alli substitution was stupid. Absolutely stupid. We invited them onto us, and we've given them a get out of jail card. Ridiculously bad management from Southgate, because he got arrogant. He thinks he can do it all. He thinks, I can play the attack. I can deserve to win a game and then I can shut it down. And to be fair, it's a good goal from Colombia. And I think the volley that Pickford saved was probably nearly a goal anyway. But one corner in the game and we concede from it. One corner in the 92nd minute. And what did I keep saying? Don't concede a corner. Don't concede a corner. Well, we had to because it was a good shot and a good save. But
I think
it wasn't a 1-1 game, was it, Marcus, really? That England should have had that done and dusted. They've only got themselves to blame.
Yeah. It should have been done and dusted, but I think, like you said there, the defensive change with Dyer, it should have been Rashford for Sterling for me.
Yeah.
We spoke about it, half time, early in the second half. Even the Vardy change is too late. It was just too late. If he wanted to put Vardy on, it should have been 15 minutes before, at least. But it hasn't worked out. And that defensive change has come back to bite him in the arse. So the question, what happens? What we've got to do now? They've got to go for it now.
How many subs have England made then? How many subs have we made? We've took Vardy off for Sterling.
2. Yeah, and Dyer for
Ali. I think we've messed ourselves up there. I think Dyer and Henderson are too defensive, and I think Vardy doesn't work with Kane as a combination. He's messed up. He's messed up there because now it goes to extra time. You want Rashford and Loftus-Cheek on. You can't get them both on.
But you can do, can't you? Because we've still got 2 subs left.
Brandon Slaughter says, should never have happened. Colombia should have went down to 10 men the first half. Garbage. Yeah, I've moved on from that, to be honest, Brandon, because, that should have happened. But I think more important to me is we got 1-0 up after that. So justice was done. It's how we've closed the game down, which is just ridiculous. Really stupid how we've tried to do that. Gavin says England can still do it. You haven't been through this, have you?
It's going to be hard work. I mean,
momentum's with Colombia now.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing from England's point of view now, if they put Rashford on and go with the 3 up front.
That means he's got 3 goals now,
Has he?
Yeah. That's centre-back for Colombia. He's got 3 goals.
Yeah, maybe go for the 4-3-3.
I tell you what, Clarence, I would love to see that volley again that led to the corner because we only saw it once and everyone just said, what a save. And we don't know. I mean, maybe that should have gone in, but poor game management, says Leighton. I agree. Pathetic, says Jesper. Penalty, we're out. Dark start. If it goes to penalties, I'm just going to sit here and not react because we will go out on penalties. We don't win penalties, so that's it. We will go out on penalties. But
the thing
football,
is, Colombia, they weren't even in the game, really. Up until the last 10 minutes, they weren't even in the game. And the only way they came into the game was because of that defensive change. We sat back. He wanted to close the midfield up and try and dominate the midfield possession. It didn't work. But, I mean, no one could have foreseen that hellacious shot that needed saving.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't shown that back because it looked like it was a really good save, but shocking, absolutely shocking stuff from Southgate. Fortune favours the brave, and that game was there to be won. It really was, and I don't know why we didn't bother doing it, but
well, not only was it there to be won, we had it won.
Yeah.
The defensive change, a bit baffling. We was all calling for Rashford on. Everyone in the comments was calling for Rashford to come on. That's what we needed. Push that Colombian backline back an extra 10 yards. They were
what are you thinking, Marcus? Give us some. Give us your honest thoughts. What are you thinking? I
know you're 50-50 now. I'm probably thinking if it goes to penalties, we got no hope. But I still believe we can do it. I really do. I've seen again. Colombia, they've not been in the game. They've shown nothing.
I tell you what, though, you think back to that Lingard incident as well. That for me was another penalty.
Yeah. So we're off here in the extra time. So England going from right to left. So Ravensclaw says Colombia are played for penalties now. you know what? They got so many attacking options on here.
They've got all their attackers on. They've got Bakker on, Falcao on, Muriel on. They've took Quintero off, so they've got to attack, really.
So I don't think England are going to get much time on the ball now.
No, we need to get our game going a little bit. He's off. He's off. He's on a yellow. He's got to go.
Come on, ref.
He's given the foul to England. He's got to go. It's that Barrios again. He's got to go. He's got to go.
Yeah,
he's already on a yellow. He 2-foots him.
It's 2-footed.
He's got to go. Okay, now this referee. How has he survived that Barrios? He's got more lives than a cat.
Do you know what? I hate to say it, but I think if England go out of this, it's because of the referee. He's not strong enough. Not strong enough at all. 2-footed. It's off the ground. All right, it's only about an inch or two off the ground, but it's off. I mean, Ashley Young's foot, could say, was high as well, but it wasn't 2-footed.
It's really disappointing. Really disappointing.
And Trippier's been bundled off the ball there. On Walker, get across. That's it, Lingard. Good challenge. Oh dear. I think as well, if you're looking at, you're looking at penalties, you want your players on who's willing to take them as well, don't you?
Yeah. Well, we've got a lot of defensive players on now.
I know, but I'd hate for Rashford to step up and miss, especially at his age.
Sorry, I haven't done the timer, everybody. Yeah, let me just sort that out for you.
Archie, I'm not making excuses. I mean, the ref has been atrocious this game. If you're watching it, you can see it.
Douglas James Horn says, ref is too scared to give a red card. Worst ref ever. Yeah, it's... Why does it always have to be the England game as well? Why do we have to always get the dodgy ref? Disappointing, but you've got to deal with it, haven't you? I still think, despite all the red cards there should have been, I still think that Southgate's mismanaged this game. Inexperienced, young manager, done very well, but Colombia are playing for penalties already.
Yeah.
Callum Christie says Mark is so biased. There's a fucking 3 lines on my shirt, you twat. What do you think I'm going to do? Come on, get with the programme a little bit. Of course I'm going to be biased. Jesus Christ. Some people sometimes, I mean, come on.
It's almost as if they've missed the sign, isn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. As if we're going to be on here doing the show, rooting for Colombia.
I've given enough disclaimers that on this one, I am going to be totally England.
Oh, dear. Right, Colombia. Yeah, they're playing for penalties already, Mark. I think you're quite right there.
Well, I don't expect England to go through. I think, I'm only saying that from experience, but I think we've bottled it. And we've bottled it so many times over the years. And in a tournament, you get tested. And I just think, I think there'll be a new breed of fan who goes, "Oh, we were so unlucky." But for me, I'm not a new fan. I've seen this so many times, and that's why I was frustrated when he took Dele Alli off. He could have brought Loftus-Cheek on, and he brought 2 centre defensive midfielders on, and it's massively cost us. We've got nothing. We haven't got any attack now.
Well, I think what they're going to end up doing now is, it looks like Kane's playing behind Vardy now, so it's just going to be the long ball up with Vardy to chase.
Yeah, and we were dictating this play, but actually, because of the substitutions that Colombia have made, we're dead on our feet, and they've took control of the game. But they're not actually that good.
No, they're not. Come on, Trippier, stand him up.
So disappointing.
Well, I know, we've all seen it throughout the years, the mistakes and everything, but I don't know what it is when it comes to the World Cups and the Euros. I always believe that we can win it, and you're just setting yourself up for heartache, aren't you, really?
It's not even the fact that, if you turn up and you get beat 3 or 4-0, you can live with it. But that very rare. I mean, it happened in 2010 against Germany, and when you lose like that, you're not that bothered. But with England, it's always, we should have done this, we should have done that.
Yeah.
And mentally, we blow it.
Well, we've still got another 25 minutes yet. Or...
I think Marshall's right. Marshall TKR says England look shook. I think we look short. We actually haven't got the team to do it now, because he's made the substitutions to see the game out, and now we've not seen the game out. He can't switch the switch to make them be what they were before that, because we've gone defensive. No, Dyer can't be Dele Alli, Vardy can't be Sterling or Rashford. He's made those substitutions, and now we've just got no link-up play. We can't get up the pitch.
I suppose, looking back on it, this was probably the right route to go, because now it's in extra time. We've had the extra day's rest as well, haven't we? So,
Matthew says that the corner goal was so obviously going to happen. I agree, Matthew. That's why I didn't want us to concede a corner. I don't think in them what are we doing here? He should be booked for that.
Yeah.
Book him.
Yeah. Well, Loftus-Cheek can still come on, but you'd have to take off. What? You'd have to take Harry Kane off, wouldn't you? But he ain't going to do that.
No, he should take off Henderson. Take Henderson off. Drop Dyer to CDM.
Yeah.
Get Loftus-Cheek in the midfield with Lingard and go back to being an offensive team.
England coming forward down the left-hand side.
Harry Kane's playing as a fucking number 10.
Just when you think things can't get any worse.
Going out on penalties. We're going out on penalties. I'm telling you now, we're going out on penalties yet again. And actually, all we'll have done in this World Cup is beat Panama and Tunisia. That's it.
You would have thought at the very least he would have gone with the 2 up front. Well in by Dyer.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, I've not seen Vardy get a ball in behind you at all.
Fucking waste of a time.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most stupidest substitutions I've ever seen.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I mean, Colombia, passing it around the back, they'll adventure us to a point to the halfway line, then it's just a long ball into the middle. Handball, ref. How's that not handball? Well, what are you thinking in the comments? Nervous?
I think Southgate's an idiot.
Yeah. Still confident? Anyone?
The Dyer for Ali substitution was just inviting pressure. Why do you invite pressure when you... I mean, 90 minutes and you've conceded no corners. It's pretty much a big sign that they're not very good. But oh no, let me go defensive and invite a fucking corner. And then Vardy for Rashford. Vardy is a on the break long ball merchant. This game, England have played well by passing the ball about. That's not Vardy. Yeah. And he's got no physicality. This game's been a battle. I cannot understand why he didn't bring Rashford on for Sterling. We are crap at the moment, Jordan. We've gone very crap in the last sort of 20 minutes. It's all Colombia.
I think Rashford's down there with his top off.
Corner.
Yeah, another one.
Shit.
Oh dear. I mean, again,
I'd like
that's a
to say I don't know
long.
how England have got into this situation, but I've seen England get into this situation many times.
That's just a long cross in there from Quadrado. No one's out there trying to pin him down or anything. He's just allowed to knock it in. Come on, Pickford, face the right way. That's right. Right. That was a close one.
Colombia do look more like winning this Michael Tobin vlog. Because Southgate's messed up. I've seen some managers do this. They get into a winning position and they basically bank on seeing the game out. Mourinho does it a lot. And if you don't see the game out, the momentum is gone. Ashley Young's coming off, which means it will be Danny Rose.
Who's that, Rose?
Well, what's that going to do?
Well, I mean, that's a natural left footer, isn't it? Natural left-footed cross down there. I mean, at least he ain't got to cut in.
Forward, are we?
No, but at least he ain't got to cut in, mate. You can just whip it in. But it's all fine and well saying that if we got him in the box.
Sanket with the biggest understatement of the year. It's tough supporting England. It is. I do feel though if we're going to score a goal, it's going to be like a shock. I can't see a goal coming. It's like we are playing for penalties, which I never understand with England because we're terrible at them.
Maybe this was all part of the plan, mate, to get the penalty hoodoo out of the way.
Well, the thing is, there's way more Colombians here than there are English. It's a foul to Colombia. We're playing shit at the moment. I'm going to the toilet again. It's a bang my head against the wall.
Yeah. So, Antoine says stupid sub. Yeah, it was. Walker playing like a wing back in centre back. Says Raheel. Irie says Sir Gareth has gone from Knight to Jester in 20 minutes. His head is in the chopping block now. I think it is, yeah. Definitely. Alfie Munn says just another World Cup. Tom Charlton looks like England gave up. South African Red, this is the old England. It's looking like it now, isn't it? It's looking like it now. I mean, that was a close chance by Colombia. Thankfully, Falcao's missed it. Play 4-4-2, got nothing to lose, says Hart. I think you go for it now, didn't you? I think you get Rashford on in the second half. Go with the three up top. We need Fellaini, says Jay. We could do with him right about now. What a bad pass that is. What is going on there? Stones, there's no good shouting at him, mate. You passed it. Krasim says we're going home. It's got that feel to it, but it's not over until it's over. Marvin Million says Colombian goals coming. It's all Colombia this first half of extra time. I don't think England. You know what? I can't remember the last time England's had a shot here. I really can't. Yep, the chair. Yep, England's mentally weak. Says Cathalicious. Tabish says, in all honesty, Fellaini would be good now. He would. Just someone of that height as a target man would do.
It's hilarious, really, because England had this game won, and we made stupid substitutions and we sat back, and now in extra time, the only team that looks like winning is Colombia. We've actually spent. We're spent.
They look ragged now, don't they?
Yeah. They're finished. They're finished. They can't do anything in extra time. They can't. Their heads are gone anyway. And his substitutions, they're gone.
And here we go. The long ball out to the left. We've got 1 minute of extra time to be played. Stoppage. Aaron, let's go. 3 lines. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Complete turnaround. So Tom, it has. It's since the Colombians scored, the heads have just dropped. It's almost like they just don't believe in it. There's a late challenge there on Walker, Trippier, yeah. So, no, still got a little bit more time left. I think as soon as he kicks it, it'll be blown up. Flick on.
Well, the game's the game's just role reversed, hasn't it? It's like
it's
now like we don't look like getting anywhere near their goal, and they're the team a bit like us.
I've not seen Vardy do anything like since he's come on at all.
Invisible
he's
man.
just had a flick on there. Yeah, he's had a flick on there.
Man.
He's chasing his own balls now.
I personally feel England are out, and that's because I've been through this so many times. But they look mentally finished. They look like their only hope is penalties. But remember, this is a home game for Colombia because they've got the biggest crowd here. But you know, look at Belgium. Look at Belgium last night. They responded to 2-0, and England should be responding to this. I mean, Colombia are a crap team. They're not a good team at all.
There is no.
It's all right doing little group hugs.
Yeah.
Get the right players on the pitch.
There's no plan B here at all.
No.
There's no plan B at all. And I think, Southgate's telling them, like, just keep the concentration. I think he is, Mark. I think he's telling them, just keep hold of the ball.
Momentum's with Colombia, but if these players had anything about them, you sort yourself. So, I mean, look at theirs. Rashford, Welbeck, Vardy. What was that all about?
Yeah. Out of all the players to bring on to go forward, Jamie Vardy. Well, Snap says no time for cuddles.
The hilarious thing is England are probably going to get knocked out by a reserve Arsenal goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Ospina can't even play for Arsenal and he's going to knock England out. It's great.
Yeah. It's a shame if they do lose this because it's a great opportunity for them.
But is it? You know what? Actually, everyone says what a great opportunity is, and it was all the proof was always going to be in the pudding. And is it a great opportunity when you've got mental weakness like that? I mean, I'm throwing the gauntlet down to be proved wrong, but you concede a late goal. So bloody what? You should have won it in 90 minutes. You go again. They've dropped their heads. They're not getting hold of the ball. They feel it's an injustice, and that's always been England's problem. Pick yourselves up. I mean, there's so many countries out there that this will happen to them and they go again. Pick yourselves up, cop on, get a fucking backbone and go for it. And England never do. It's like, we're so unlucky. There should have been a red card in the first half. There should have been another penalty in the second half. Well, there wasn't. Go and bloody win it. And we're not. We haven't got that mentality. And I've seen this for over 30 years. And I'd love to be proved wrong. But I tell you what, I've seen it so many times. If anyone's going to win this in normal time, it's going to be Colombia. And if we do make penalties, we're gone. So, prove me wrong for once.
I was just going to say, I think the only way you'll get proved wrong there is if it goes to penalties and we win it, because I think that will show the mentality side of it is completely false.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, Lingard's unlucky.
Was he onside then, Vardy?
Yeah, he was.
You prick.
Yeah, he was onside. Yeah. He was onside.
Take your chewing gum out and sod off. He was offside anyway. He was offside.
Yeah, he was offside, yeah.
Linesman didn't put the bloody flag up.
No,
they would have VAR'd it. They would have VAR'd it.
So, great start. But it's not enough at the minute. I hope England dominate this second period because they need to do something They've got to do something here. They've got to show a willingness to score. Oh dear. I mean, people are saying in the comments, nice chewing gum. I mean, oh, Stones, what are you doing?
Their heads are gone. Oh. They're bottling it.
Right,
I think the one that's always going to mess Southgate up if and when England go out is going to be the Vardy substitution. It made no sense. I haven't seen Vardy ever have a good game for England.
Yeah. I think he's done okay in certain games. I mean, that's the ball they're looking for there. Look, the Harry Kane to Vardy, but Harry Kane just ain't getting the ball to him. Harry Kane's having to come really deep to pick the ball up. Vardy's onside here. No, crowded out.
I think just chase the game. I'd rather we had a go and we lose it than go to penalties.
The ball over the top. Come on, Stones, chase it. Pickford's out. Yeah. Yeah, that's the danger as well from Colombia. It's that one ball over the top if England's going for it now.
Oh, David Lloyd, I agree with you. I think Lingard's been rubbish since the first half, but apparently he's Messi Lingard, isn't he? Absolutely criminal that he hadn't used Rashford in this game. Has he got any other substitutions?
Yeah, we've only made 2, haven't we, in normal time?
Yeah, but I don't know how it works. I think if you've used 3 in normal time, you get another one. I don't know whether it means you can have 2 in extra time.
Well, we've done 3 in total with Vardy, Rose, and Dyer.
Joydeep says he might bring Butland on for Pickford for the penalties. Oh, I hope he doesn't do that. I know Van Gaal did it, and it was like, the best manager ever.
For Holland, didn't he?
If it's England, it would just be banter and it won't work. NVS says we've got 1 more sub. I tell you what, though, I actually feel quite relaxed. I've accepted it. If this goes to penalties, we're out. So I've accepted it. I'm not even going to get my hopes up.
No,
and then if for some miracle they did win it, I could be like, oh wow, but it won't happen.
I'm the opposite, I'm afraid, mate. Until that whistle's gone, I still believe we can do it. But it's not looking promising that we'll do it in extra time. Right, come on, Vardy, chase it.
He's rubbish.
Right. Oh.
He's absolutely trash, Vardy. Tom says Mark's going through the stages. I am. I've been angry. I've accepted it. It's the acceptance. I am going through this. What are the stages? You made me laugh there, actually. I am going through the stages. I was angry, now I've accepted it. Oh, God.
Come on. Walker, what are you doing? Get up.
Matthew McFadden says no subs are left. Rose, Vardy and Dyer on. 4th sub only works when you make all 3 before 90 minutes. Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Oh, you got to
get me the gin and the whiskey. I'll have it all.
We got to still believe we can do it.
It's coming home. All those idiots. They don't know what I know.
Come on, Kane. Look, right, Vardy, run at him. No.
There's nobody in the box. We're not committing anyone.
No. Looks like Hart Walker's got a bit of cramp. Or a calf problem. Yeah, a bit of cramp. Come on, England.
We look finished, to be honest.
They look tired, don't they? They do look tired, but... Thing is, though, they've had the extra day's rest. They should have been prepared for this.
Oh, it's about to change the channel. I don't know what it's doing. Just pointed at the thing, that one. Don't know why. It always seems to do that.
What's that?
Telly says I'm about to change the channel for a pre-recording. Probably Peppa Pig or something. Thanks. Maguire.
Yeah. England's coming forward. See, this is what we should have done at the end of the actual normal time.
Yeah.
Just control the game like this.
Danny Rose. Oh, God.
Oh.
Why is no one... You know what? Fair play, Danny Rose. Good play. But why is no one banking on that?
No.
Keeper's got his angles right. Everyone's saying, oh, it could have gone in. Keeper's got his angles right there. Somebody needs to come flying in. That's where Vardy should be. That's Vardy's job, that is. I don't think it's a Danny Rose miss. I think Danny Rose is crossing that.
Yeah, I think that's it's right across the face of the goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not a shot. Oh, here comes Rashford.
We've made a sub.
Yeah. So
he should have done that bloody miles ago.
Right, so you and Matthew were wrong then.
No, Matthew was wrong. He's like Stato, Matthew. He's normally right. Matthew's just made himself look a fool in front of 1,800 people.
Right, bit of positivity now.
Although he should have done this a lot sooner.
He should have done, yep. He should have done. But
he's got to do it anyway, isn't he? Because Rashford's going to take a penalty. Oh.
I know.
I'll tell you a little story. Talia 90. Young little lad I was.
Yeah.
Stuart Pearce lived up the road from me. My absolute hero. Talia 90. Steps up for the third penalty. Many a kid. Stuart Pearce always scores penalties for Forest. Fucking it missed.
Yeah.
Oh, Lingard on the front post. What are you doing?
Oh, God.
At least they're trying a bit in the second half.
Yeah, a lot more positive from England. But again, you know, it's
Soccer Forever says that Vardy's a no-trick pony. Yeah.
Even if Lingard had got that ball across the goal line, there was no one there.
I've got no feeling that we're going to score at all in the next 7 minutes. So here comes the cross. Oh my life! Who's missed that? Dyer. And it is Dyer. Free header on the 6-yard box over the bar.
Free header, yeah.
Dyer by name, Dyer by nature.
He's no
free header. Absolute free header. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That is absolute pants, isn't it?
Right, Colombia making a change now as well. Defensive one. Going into the last 5 minutes. That's Zapata, number 2, coming on for number 4, whoever that is. They're taking their time with this change, look.
Do or Dyer. Dyer. They want penalties, they do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where you're right there with the confidence thing. They're more sure of themselves over penalties than they are throughout normal time and extra time.
Well, they know, don't they?
Yeah. Oh dear.
I feel sorry for all you lot if it goes to penalties who think England are going to win. I've accepted it.
You accepted it like half an hour ago.
I accepted it 3 weeks ago. I said if England goes to penalties, they're out.
Oh, great play by Rashford. Look, Kane. Oh, unlucky. Right, come on, Rashford, tracking back. Oh, it's Lingard.
Never know. Colombia might win it. We got the ball.
You
Kobe
know
says
what,
England
Mike?
are going to win it on penalties. I wish I was on what you are.
Sometimes, Mike, you strike me as quite a defeatist, you know.
Mate, I'm older than you, and I've watched England
Only
for bloody
just.
years.
Oh, corner.
No, he's not giving it.
No, I thought that was a corner. I
Ours
thought it
is as
came off
well. The
Stones.
ball changed direction. Dyer, innit?
That's time.
He's rubbish. I always thought he was better than Henderson.
That has come off his head.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Yeah.
given it though.
No, should be a corner.
Oh well, injustice to Colombia. We should have had 2 penalties.
Come on, you lines.
I tell you, who's going to I'm going to tell you the England players who are definitely going to miss a penalty now.
Go on.
Vardy, 100%.
Yeah.
He's crap. He's going to miss a penalty. Henderson will miss a penalty. Because he'll definitely want... I mean, Southgate, let's not forget, Southgate missed the penalty in 96 because he was one of those idiots who went, oh, I'm brave, I'll take one. But I can't actually take one. So I think Henderson will...
Four.
It's Quadrado, isn't it?
That was rough. That was a nasty one.
It doesn't matter now, though. Even if they got a red card now, it doesn't matter.
No. Right, just under 3 minutes to go. Could this be the chance?
Absolutely no chance.
Well, Danny Rose, mate, a natural lefty, in swinging. Out swinging. Sorry.
Rose. Keeper tips it away. Throw in. Remember, subscribe if you're new. We are doing World Cup watch-alongs when England are out.
Look at that, Ospina's fallen to the floor, look.
He always dives, every game.
They always try and make a meal out of it.
Talking of meal, Dell just said about the Pizza Hut adverts.
A long throwing in by Trippier. Flicked on at the back post, away by Colombia.
Rashford's playing as a centre-back.
I think he was just the quickest one to get back there, mate.
Yeah.
Long kick up by Pickford. Here we go, last minute. Come on, Henderson, you should have had that.
England will win. I'm the holy messenger, says Chris Tech Tips.
I hope he's right.
It's a bit like Manchester United's title chances next season. I've got low expectations.
Yeah.
Rashford, don't shoot from 40 yards, mate. Giving the ball away now.
Come on, Trippier, get back up. It's ours, ref.
No, he's giving it them. Penalties. God. Football, eh?
Could this be the year it finally changes, though?
No.
There's always hope. No.
Why are England playing penalties? Why are England playing penalties?
All right, who do you reckon's going to take them then, Mark?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Dragonolds just listed every penalty shootout we've lost. 90, 96, 98, 2004, 2006, 2010. You can definitely add 2018 in. Colombia are on the attack here.
Yeah, they could nick it. Trippier, stand up. Come on.
That's it. 20 seconds.
Get up. Right. Pickford's telling everyone to go up there. This is... Oh, dear. you know what? I'm the opposite of you, mate. I would rather go out on penalties than go out in normal time.
Well, good. I'm glad, because you're going to.
Yeah.
I'm glad you'd rather go out on penalties, because we are going to go out on penalties.
Mate, you're such a miserable shit tonight, aren't you? Come on.
No, I'm just being consistent. We always go out on penalties.
Believe in it, mate. Believe. Come on.
You know what? I'd love to. I would love to believe. I would absolutely
telling
love
me
to.
there's not the minutest little bit of you that think England can do it?
They're genuinely...
Not at all.
I'm just annoyed that we let them equalise in stoppage time. There is not one little bit of me, and people will know who've watched me on the United Stand or here, there's not one bit of me that thinks we're going to win on penalties. I completely accept that we are out. I'm not even hiding a little bit. We are going to go out. I'm just going to go through the motions now and watch England blow it. You know why? People who are saying it's 50-50, this, that, and lot, it's a lottery. It isn't. Because every single England player is carrying every single failure from the past on their shoulder. And this is the thing. You can practice all you like. And Lingard could have put every penalty in the top corner. But when he walks up in front of that crowd, he's carrying Pearce. He's carrying Southgate. He's carrying Carragher, Batty, Ince, Gerrard. He's carrying every penalty miss, every England defeat on penalties. England can't win on penalties. It's done. Over. Finished. Forget it.
I'll tell you, to everyone in the comments, right, there's nothing like a positive host, is there? There really isn't.
I'm not using reverse psychology. I am actually, I mean, people saying squeaky bum time, fair play. I wish I had some of what you've got. I'm using realistic experience. They can't do it. They can't do it. We're going to get knocked out by an Arsenal reserve goalkeeper. Ospina.
No, do you know what? I think that's where we've got the advantage. Our goalie is better than their goalie. I mean, Ospina, you know, he is a crap goalie. Come on, Mark. He is shit, isn't he?
South Americans are always technically gifted. They're going to ping every one of these penalties in the top corner.
I hope that Rashford doesn't miss.
There's a good comment there. It absolutely whizzed by, but actually I do agree with it. They said one of the most significant penalty shootouts of all time because the winner's going to the final.
Yeah.
To be honest, the winner is going to be from the other side of the draw. I can't see any. Croatia, England, Colombia, Sweden. They ain't winning the World Cup. Let's get real. This is the winners coming from the other side, and it's a hell of a battle to do it. You know, Brazil, Belgium, France, Uruguay. You could get France, Brazil in the semi-final, but they'll win the final. I can't see Sweden, Russia, Croatia. Sweden, Croatia, Colombia, because England are already out. I can't see it.
Oh dear. No,
Charlie says that Ospina is actually 10 times better than Pickford.
No.
Look at the body language of all them England players now. They're crying. They're physically crying. They're like, please don't let me take a penalty. I don't even like Pizza Hut. Colombians are there all praying. Look, they're like, God is with us. He is. I can tell you he is.
Well,
Ospina already knows. He's like, yes, I've sat on the bench under Wenger for years. Now is my moment in the sun. I'm actually going to get some credit.
Now I can show what I'm worth.
Do you actually think England are going to win then, Marcus?
I think so. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad somebody does. Anybody else in the live comments?
Like I say, until it's over, mate, I believe we can still win the game.
The sad thing for you is you're going to feel the disappointment tonight, whereas I'm just going to be like, we beat Panama and Tunisia. Woo.
But the difference is that I keep faith with my country, and I will back them until the final whistle. Whereas,
but
but people like you who just give up already. Like you said earlier, you give up 3 weeks ago. right? So you weren't even backing them to win this game tonight, technically. Right? So for me, until it's over, then I'll drown my sorrows and wake up in the morning pretty pissed off and everything else. But no, I'm not one of these people, mate, that will just think before the ball's even kicked, just think, yeah, we're going to lose this. That's not me. That's not me, I'm afraid. I have faith with United. I have faith with my country.
Well, at least if we lose, Lee Grant has signed for United, and that's great news. Yeah. That's consolation. Stokes' reserve goalkeeper has signed for United. So anyway, Falcao up against Pickford. Falcao from 12 yards. I'm sorry, it's probably not looking good, but let's see what happens. So Falcao steps up first. Pickford looks like Pickford. He's about... He looks so small, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. But, De Gea's a small goalie, and look how well he's turned out.
Falcao, no worries.
1-0. Straight down the middle, high.
Yeah. Like, same as Harry Kane. Harry Kane went down the middle.
Yeah. So... Who's this? Harry Kane with the first one. This is probably the most pressurised moment of his career so far.
Man United said that Pickford actually is small.
Is he?
Yeah. Well, Ospina looks a lot bigger.
All right, don't change your mind, Harry.
Good penalty, Harry Kane. 1-1.
Yeah, fantastic pen. Bottom left corner.
He does go to the left a lot.
Yeah.
Keeper went the right way as well. He went that way when Harry Kane put it down the middle as well.
See, when you was playing football, Mark, was you taught like on penalties, hard and low? That's what I was taught.
I was always told that make your mind up and you don't change it, but I did always change my mind because if I saw the keeper going, I'd go the other way. But if they don't go, you're in trouble. So you've got to know where you want to go, but I think if you're good enough, you can also change your mind. Like Cuadrado here. Pickford suddenly looks a bit bigger now. Penalty. Goal.
Yeah, goal.
Yeah, this is the trouble as well. South Americans, they're just so technically good. Went the right way there, but it's a bloody good penalty, that is.
Yeah. Whatever happened to the ABBA system of penalties?
Rashford. 20 years of age. This is tough. This is tough for a kid.
Yeah.
See, Rashford's not even a good finisher for United, is he?
No, not really. No, he does need a few chances, doesn't he, to put one away.
Good penalty.
Good
penalty. Good penalty.
Yeah. I thought his run-up was a bit tricky there, but he's done it. I think England's penalties, I think both teams' penalties so far have been really decent. The worry is Ospina's gone the right way on both occasions.
Yeah. Needs a bloody save one.
Come on, Pickford. Come on.
Oh.
All right.
It's like Shilton in 90. We're not getting anywhere near these. 3-2 Colombia.
Yeah.
You see, he waited for Pickford to go then. Oh, here we go. Oh no, what did I bloody tell you? Why is Henderson taking a penalty? This is where England go wrong. Southgate knows this. He knows this. He did it himself. Oh, I'm brave. I'm Mr. Brave. Yeah, but you can't take penalties. This is missed. This is stand up and be brave and miss. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I'd go the opposite way here. both our penalties
Missed.
have gone
Told you.
left, right,
It's the same time. It's the same every time. We let an idiot take the penalty. Absolute idiot. Same every time. We let a friggin' idiot who's brave take it.
What has he done? It's not even really low. It's at a comfortable height. Well,
we never learn. We never learn.
At least if we go out, we can blame the Scouser.
But I called that even before.
Yeah.
I called it even before the penalty shootout. Henderson will say, "I want to take a penalty because I'm brave." No, don't. You're not having a penalty because it doesn't matter how brave you are. You can't take them. Oh, he's missed.
Oh, fuck! Oh, Jesus!
We've still got to score ours.
Yes. Come on.
It was a good penalty, to be fair. He's just unlucky. He's at the bar.
Yeah. Again, it's hard and in the top, isn't it? Pickford should be looking at this, thinking, right, they're going
Who's
high
12?
and hard.
Trippier.
Trippier.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
technique-wise. Technique-wise.
Oh, dear. Come on, boys. Down the middle.
No, I think he'll go to the keeper's right, I think. High.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's technique for you. So, we're into sudden death now. 5th penalty, innit?
Come on.
It's pulled me in now.
Right. Yeah. Great
So they've got bloody Muriel stepping up, who's a bloody striker.
Yeah, we'll have Vardy.
We're going to have Vardy. And I called Vardy. I called Henderson. I said Henderson will miss and Vardy will miss.
Yeah. Do you know what? If this turns out to be true, Mark, I want to know who's going to win the race at Ascot at the weekend. Come on.
He saved it!
He
Come on!
Yes!
Come on! Put this in and England are through. Come on! Come on! This is it. You're never going to get a better chance. You're never going to get a better chance to solve it. Come on. This is it. You've got to. Well, we're going to miss, aren't we? What a save as well. What a bloody save. He's gone and he sticks his hand up.
We're not missing. We are not missing. This is going in. Come on. Fucking believe. Come on.
Eric Dyer. Oh, no.
Dyer. Come on.
Of all the people to take a bloody run up, mate. Take a run up. He's not taking a run up.
He's got a few steps. Come on, Dyer. Come on. Come on. Please do it.
Yes! Come on! Come on! Yes! Get in! Get in! We're going to the quarterfinals. Bloody get in there! I told you, didn't I? I said we were going to win on penalties. Come on! Come on! Oh, God, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. All the years. All the years. Oh, the years. Sit down. Shakira, get bloody climbing your mountains. You're going out. You're going out. Rodriguez, sit down with your wand of a left foot. I can't believe it. Oh, how have we done that? How have we done that, Marcus? How have we done that? How have we done that? How have we done that? How have we done it?
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic from the team. Absolutely fucking amazing.
You know what? We just do not do that. That was going to plan. That was England blow it, heads drop, penalty shootout. The more experienced club who plays rubbish, they just do us over, get us to penalties, and psychologically blow us. Henderson, I'm Mr. Brave. I'm Mr. Number penalty 3. I'll score, misses it, and England just go out with a whimper. And no, that save by Pickford was world class. And then Trippier and Dyer, bang, when you need it. I tell you what, United and Spurs. United and Spurs. Eric Dyer, Trippier, Rashford, Kane, and Everton. Pickford.
Fantastic.
Come on. Absolutely brilliant. I'm stunned. I am absolutely stunned that they've done that. Absolutely stunned. I tell you what, mate, the country's going into meltdown.
We're doing it. If we believe, man, believe this team. There's something about them. There really is. You know, the England team,
I'm so
yes,
happy. I'm so happy for everybody.
The next time on the next watch-along, Goldbridge, we're winning. I don't want to hear no defeatist talk or we're going out. That's it. We're winning.
It's just absolutely. Oh God! I tell you, I'm very rarely speechless, and that is just.
We still believe, says Daniel Brook. We do absolutely believe. What a game! What a game of football! You know, we was all over them until the last 10 minutes of normal time. They had us in the first half of extra time. We had them second half part of extra time. They played penalties, and we've come out on top.
I just want to laugh because all I can see is Colombians crying, and I'm like, I'm so used to them being in an England shirt, and I don't want to mock them, but it's happened so many times. Yeah. It's happened so many times. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Tears
that is. Joy.
I'll tell you what. I understand what penalty shootouts are about now, because they're the worst way to lose, but they're the best way to win. They are the best way to win. They're brilliant. Oh,
fantastic! Absolutely fantastic. Credit where it's due. Fantastic penalties all round, minus Henderson's one. I mean, you called that one. But
but you know what? I don't even care. But all Henderson did is, I'm brave, let me take it. And Southgate should know, because he did it in '96. I'm brave, missed. Henderson's, no. Trippier's penalty was brilliant. Eric Dyer's penalty was brilliant. Where was VAR? You know what I want to say? Never pick Jamie Vardy again. Comes on as a sub, does nothing, penalty shootout as a striker and doesn't put himself forward. Get him on the plane home, you bottler. Rubbish. Go away. Marcus Rashford, 20 years of age.
Go back with Delph. Fantastic achievement. And who knows now where this team can go, how far we can go in this tournament. I mean, bring on Sweden. It's going to be a totally different game. It's going to be an actual game of football instead of dirty tactics.
Yeah, they were a disgrace, Colombia. Yeah, I think I saw a lot of people who hate England, and they were saying, I hate England, but Colombia are a disgrace. And they were a disgrace. And I'm embarrassed to say that I wanted Colombia to do well before this tournament, because they were a joke. And I do like James Rodriguez, but they deserved a red card. We probably should have had another penalty. But England bottled it. They bottled it, and they nearly bloody blew it. But what they will take, Marcus, from that is huge. That belief. Yeah. It's like Italy. Somebody said it before. Italy were rubbish at penalties. 2006, they won a penalty shootout. They won a World Cup. England now have wiped the slate clean in penalty shootouts. All the years of hurt are gone. You go forward.
Yeah,
they'll believe. They'll believe.
Yeah, I mean, there are lessons to be learnt from this game going into a Sweden game. You know, don't take it to extra time. Get it won in 90 minutes. Don't bring on Vardy. Don't make a defensive change when you're just 1-0 up. You know, Southgate will take it all on board. You know, he'll run through the game again. Roll on. When is it? Saturday?
Well, I was just going to say, how good does it feel that England are playing a World Cup quarter-final on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock against Sweden? Because I didn't think it was going to happen. It's out there. You know, I got it wrong. I'll sit down. I'm sat down. I got it wrong. I did not expect that. And there's a reason I didn't expect it. But to be fair, Tunisia, England don't win games in the last minute. We won. Panama, we don't beat teams by 6 goals. We did. Belgium, reserves, whatever. Tonight, should have won that game. Should have had a penalty. Should have had a red card. I've seen it over the years. Shouldn't have happened. Injustice. Blew it. Bottled it. Penalties. We're out. And we win. England don't do that. England lose those games. So all I can do is applaud. I think Southgate made mistakes tonight. But the players that were left and took the penalties. Marcus Rashford, 20 years of age. Harry Kane taking the second penalty in the game is difficult. Trippier, technique. Marcus said it before the game. He's been a revelation. Eric Dyer, what a penalty. With all that pressure, what a penalty. Yeah. And Pickford, the save he makes, because Colombia missed the penalty, the save he makes, get your hand up and hold that out.
Yeah.
You know, he's literally
Great
getting
save.
his hand up and stopping it at that power. Brilliant. You know, every single one of them deserve credit, and they've done us proud tonight. And you know what? I said it at the start. I don't know what you think, Marcus, now, because it's difficult. And we know what's going to happen tomorrow. Piers Morgan's going to be on Good Morning Britain. We're winning the World Cup. The Suns are going to say it. We know what will happen because we've seen it for years. But for me, World Cup quarter-final, if you'd offered me that before this tournament, I would have said, we've got loads of young kids coming through over the next 10 years. What a great base that is. If we get to a semi-final, that is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Don't underestimate a World Cup quarter-final because England don't get there very often. Enjoy it. Enjoy tonight. Look forward to Saturday, and let's just see what Saturday brings, because the minute you start thinking you're into the next round, like a lot of people did tonight, you start getting disappointed. Just take it game by game, I think.
Definitely. This is a fantastic platform for this team. You know, they've gone into uncharted territory now. This team, they haven't been anywhere close to this before. It's a fantastic run to the final if they go that far. But yeah, quarterfinals, fantastic, absolutely fantastic for the country, fantastic for football. I think the actual game overall was a bit of a disgrace on Colombia's part, but justice was done in the end. I think Colombia were absolutely disgusting tonight, and I think there's nowhere in football for that sort of football at all.
Well, they're out. They're going. See you later.
They are out, and you look at the big teams that have gone out already in the group stages, but we're still there. We're still there fighting. We're still there believing, and we're in there to win it.
Minnie Mourner says, we questioned their mentality. They answered, and they did. It's a new breed.
Yep.
It's a new page. It's a new book. We've turned a corner. All the cliches, and that at some point you have to. I didn't expect them to. At some point you have to. And I tell you what, the world of football will look at that tonight. They'll have gone, definitely England are out. England always lose penalties. The Germans will have been sat there going, oh, England are joining us. And we're not.
Yeah.
We're not. We've won a penalty shootout. And great. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And we go again. Friday, we'll be back live with France and Uruguay at 3 o'clock. Brazil, Belgium at 7 o'clock. So Friday's just a day to watch good football. And then Saturday, 3 o'clock, England, Sweden. And I tell you what, I like Sweden. They're inoffensive. They're a cracking bunch of people. They're a cracking country. But I don't think we'll get the same test. Sweden are a fair country. They play fair. They play hard. And we'll have a fair game of football. I think tonight, England came up against a weak, very weak referee and a team that was very willing to push the envelope beyond the rules of the game. And England came through it. And I think I'm not saying we're going to beat Sweden. We will be favourites, but I think we'll see a fair competitive game. And I look forward to that, because tonight was a battle. And for once, we won it, Marcus.
Yes, like I say, I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I believe that we could do it. And yeah, like the boys, they did everything. They heart on their sleeves. They give it all.
I tell you what, Eric Dyer penalty, when you watch it back,
he could have saved it, couldn't he? Yeah.
It's such a good penalty. The best penalties are, because goalkeeping, when it's a penalty, you guess. If you make the save, you make the save. But when the keeper goes the right way, and he can't save it, we was watching Wrighty and Dixon. When the keeper goes the right way but can't save it, it's better than when they go the wrong way, because the keeper always guesses.
Devil's in there as well.
So when they guess the wrong way, when they guess the right way and it still goes in, it shows you what a good penalty it was. Yeah. What a good penalty!
Fantastic, absolutely brilliant. So
I've got to watch our reaction, because I don't remember it. It was like 30 years of release.
I know a lot of people in the comments were going, ow, my ears. You know, I did warn you before, if we win. I scream louder than Sander. But fantastic. And it was a pleasure to be a part of the channel on...
Well, we're back on Saturday.
Historic night. You know, in terms of football, in terms of England and being on the channel and everything. It's fantastic. Absolute pleasure to do.
Well, I'll tell you what, thanks to everybody as well, because we've been doing every single game as a watch-along, and tonight I did put the disclaimer out. It was 100% biased England. It was always going to be. And it will be biased on Saturday afternoon. As much as I respect Sweden, it will be biased. But every other game, we'll just do it as we always do it. So thanks to everyone in the live comments. I've got to go and do the United stand. I'm already 33 minutes late, so I'll go over that. I'm probably going to be about 10 minutes setting it up. But if you want to get on the United stand, I'll be live on there talking United and a bit of England as well, because I'm so proud of Rashford from a United point of view. But I'll see you over there in 10 minutes. Thanks everyone for watching. We're back on Friday with World Cup Watchalongs, but we'll have content on here for you tomorrow. What a night. What a night. What a night. Speak to you all later. Thanks for watching.
Later, guys.
That was something special, wasn't it?
Mate, that was amazing.